The hidden planet is about to reveal itself. For one fleeting moment this year, you have the chance to see Mercury at its greatest elongation. This isn't just an astronomical event. The universe is handing you a cosmic key that unlocks the path to clarity. Are you ready to use it? Mercury, the messenger of the gods, is usually hidden from view, shrouded in the sun's glare. Think about it. What does it mean that the planet associated with communication, intellect, and commerce is so often unseen? It's a potent symbol of the hidden truths that exist within ourselves, the thoughts and ideas that remain just below the surface of our conscious awareness, the potential waiting to be unlocked. Mercury's elusiveness mirrors our own capacity for self-deception and the difficulty we sometimes face in understanding our own motivations and desires. Just as Mercury can be difficult to spot in the sky, so too can our own inner wisdom be obscured by the noise and distractions of everyday life. What if the communication breakdowns you've been experiencing lately aren't just random occurrences? What if that feeling of constantly being misunderstood, of struggling to articulate your thoughts and ideas, or the frustration of dealing with misinformation are a sign pointing you toward a greater need for clarity? Have you ever felt like you're speaking a different language than the people around you? Or that your words are being twisted and misinterpreted, no matter how carefully you choose them? These experiences are not just isolated incidents. They are reflections of a deeper disconnect, a sign that the channels of communication, both internal and external, need to be cleared. Mercury's period of greatest elongation offers us a unique opportunity to address these issues, to fine-tune our communication skills, and to cultivate greater understanding and empathy. But here's the thing. Seeing Mercury now is a chance to break free from the illusion of reality, a chance to gain a new perspective. It's a moment to pierce through the veil of deception and see the world and ourselves with greater clarity. Just as a magician uses illusions to distract and deceive, so too can our own minds create false narratives and limiting beliefs that hold us back from achieving our full potential. Seeing Mercury in this rare moment of visibility is an invitation to challenge these illusions, to question our assumptions, and to seek out the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. This isn't just about seeing a planet in the sky. It's about seeing through the illusions that cloud our judgment and prevent us from living authentically. In this video, you'll discover the ancient wisdom connected to Mercury, learn practical techniques to enhance your communication skills, and understand how this greatest elongation can be a turning point in your life. By understanding Mercury's influence, you can learn to navigate communication challenges with greater skill and awareness, transforming potential conflicts into opportunities for growth and connection. Mercury's energy helps you to be more persuasive in your interactions and to build stronger, more authentic relationships. For centuries, civilizations like the Egyptians and Greeks revered Mercury, associating it with knowledge, wisdom, and clear communication. Think of Hermes, the Greek messenger god, with his winged sandals, swiftly delivering messages between the gods and mortals. Or Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom and writing, often depicted with the head of an ibis, a symbol of knowledge and learning. These ancient cultures recognized the power of Mercury to illuminate the mind and facilitate understanding. They understood that clear communication is essential for building strong societies, resolving conflicts, and advancing knowledge. By tapping into this ancient wisdom, we can unlock our own potential for clear thinking, effective communication, and inspired creativity. By the end of this video, I'm telling you with certainty that you'll have the tools to not only see Mercury in the sky, but to also see more clearly in your own life. You will gain a deeper understanding of how Mercury influences your thoughts, your words, and your interactions with others. You will learn practical techniques to improve your communication skills, enhance your intuition, and make better decisions. And you will feel empowered to navigate the challenges of life with greater confidence and clarity. The central question is, what deeper meaning does Mercury's greatest elongation hold for us, and how can we use this cosmic event to unlock our hidden potential? What are the specific steps we can take to harness the energy of Mercury and create positive change in our lives? What are the potential pitfalls we need to be aware of, and how can we avoid them? So, let's explore the secrets Mercury holds. First, we'll uncover the hidden symbolism of Mercury in ancient cultures, and then we'll delve into practical techniques to improve your communication skills. Finally, we'll learn how to harness the energy of this elongation for personal growth. Before we dive in, let's consider how Mercury's role as a trickster challenges our own discernment. This isn't just another astronomical event. It's a cosmic test. Mercury, in its trickster guise, is amplifying the deception that already surrounds us. Can you see through the smoke and mirrors, or will you fall for the illusion? Mercury, as the fleet-footed messenger, isn't just delivering information. It's also capable of obscuring it. Imagine a game of telephone where the message gets twisted and distorted as it passes from person to person. Mercury, in its trickster mode, is like the cosmic version of that game, deliberately adding static to the line, whispering half-truths, and leading you down the garden path. It delights in testing our discernment, challenging us to question everything we see and hear. This current elongation period supercharges this trickster energy. This means that misinformation, half-truths, and outright lies become even more pervasive and harder to detect. It's like trying to navigate a maze in the dark, where every turn leads to another dead end or hidden trap. Think about the friend who always has a great deal, only to find out later it was a scam, or the political candidate who makes promises they can't possibly keep. These aren't just isolated incidents of bad luck or poor judgment. They are manifestations of this amplified trickster energy, preying on our naivete and our willingness to believe what we want to believe. In a world saturated with deepfakes, propaganda, and carefully crafted narratives, can you really trust what you see and hear? Are you really sure of the sources you rely on? Are you really confident that you can tell truth from fiction? The stakes are higher than ever. The wrong choice, the wrong belief, could have devastating consequences for your life, your relationships, and even the future of society. What evidence do we have of this? Look around. Social media is awash in misinformation, spreading like wildfire and influencing elections, public health decisions, and even our personal relationships. Studies show that fake news travels faster and farther than real news, often because it's designed to appeal to our emotions rather than our intellect. Entire families and communities are being torn apart by political disagreements fueled by online echo chambers and carefully crafted propaganda. Misinformation can cause nations to mistrust each other. Think about the last argument you had with a loved one. Was it based on a misunderstanding, a misinterpretation of their words or actions? Did you feel unheard, dismissed, or misunderstood? What did this argument cost you? Your peace of mind, your trust in the other person, your relationship? These personal experiences of miscommunication are not isolated incidents. They are symptoms of a larger problem. Our collective inability to discern truth from illusion, to communicate clearly and effectively, is tearing us apart at the seams. Mercury's current position is a magnifying glass on this problem, amplifying the noise and making it even harder to hear the truth. But why is Mercury's elongation significant in the context of discernment? Think of it like this. Mercury, usually hidden in the sun's glare, represents the hidden aspects of our own minds, the thoughts and beliefs that operate beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. Seeing Mercury, even briefly, is like shining a light into those hidden corners, illuminating the shadows of deception and revealing the truth that has been lurking in the dark. It's a cosmic invitation to bring our subconscious beliefs into the light of day and examine them with a critical eye. The ancients understood this. Hermes, the Greek messenger god, and Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom, were both associated with knowledge, communication, and the ability to see beyond the surface of things. Hermes was said to travel between the worlds of the gods and mortals, delivering messages and guiding souls to the afterlife. Thoth was the inventor of writing, mathematics, and all forms of knowledge, and was often depicted with the head of an ibis, a bird known for its sharp eyesight and ability to see through the mud to find its prey. These figures represent the power of Mercury to illuminate the mind and help us see through the illusions that surround us. In Eastern philosophy, this illusion is called Maya, a veil that keeps us from seeing the world as it truly is. We only see shadows on the wall, not the real forms that cast them. Mercury's elongation offers a temporary window to lift that veil, to sharpen our discernment, and to see the world with greater clarity. This isn't just about Mercury, it's about you. Seeing Mercury is about using this opportunity to improve your personal awareness, to challenge your assumptions, and to seek out the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. So how do you sharpen your discernment during this time? Try this fact-checking challenge. Choose a recent news headline that you find interesting or controversial. Then, research the headline using multiple sources from different perspectives. Verify the accuracy of the facts presented and be wary of any emotional language or biased reporting. Question your own assumptions and ask yourself, what if I'm wrong? Write down one of your deeply held beliefs. It could be political, religious, or personal. Then, explore the evidence for and against that belief. Be honest with yourself and be willing to consider the possibility that you might be mistaken. Find a quiet place where you can relax and focus on your breath. Visualize Mercury as a source of clear communication and heightened awareness, shining a light into your mind and illuminating any hidden beliefs or assumptions that may be clouding your judgment. But remember, the point of seeing through illusions isn't about becoming cynical or distrustful of everything. It's about cultivating wisdom, making informed choices, and living with greater authenticity and awareness. It's about becoming a truth finder in an age of deception, using your discernment to navigate the complexities of the world and create a more fulfilling life. Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. What illusions have you pierced through lately? What techniques have you found helpful in sharpening your discernment? Let's create a community of truth seekers, supporting each other in our quest for knowledge and understanding. We can all become truth finders during the age of deception. It starts with learning the lessons that Mercury brings. Now that we've explored how to see through illusions, let's move on to how we can communicate more effectively. As we've learned today, Mercury is often a trickster. This skill applies not just to external sources of deception, but also with our internal dialogue. To speak more clearly, we need to understand the symbols that Mercury brings. This is a powerful moment to unlock your potential. It starts with understanding the deeper meaning behind the surface-level message. So now, how can we tap into this power? But is it just outside forces playing tricks on us, obscuring the truth? What if the problem isn't just that they are lying, but that we don't even know what we want to say? This Mercury elongation isn't just about receiving clearer messages. It's about becoming a clearer messenger yourself. Think about it. How many times have you started a conversation only to realize halfway through that you're not sure what you're even arguing for? You have some nebulous discontent, but you haven't clarified it, even in your own mind. This is especially common in relationships, where resentment can build over time. One partner might feel unappreciated, but instead of clearly communicating their needs, they lash out with passive-aggressive comments. The other partner, confused and hurt, responds defensively, and soon a full-blown argument erupts, fueled by unspoken desires and unclear expectations. Are they being deceptive, or are you failing to articulate the feelings? This is where Mercury comes in. Consider the example of Abraham Lincoln. In the midst of the Civil War, a period of immense crisis and division, Lincoln's ability to communicate clearly, empathetically, and with unwavering conviction was paramount to holding the Union together. He didn't just deliver information. He crafted narratives, inspired hope, and articulated a vision of unity that resonated with a deeply fractured nation. His words, carefully chosen and delivered with unwavering conviction, served as a bridge across ideological divides. He was a master of logos. So, can you harness Mercury's energy to transform your communication style and express your authentic self? What do people think of your style? Do people see you as someone who speaks their mind with clarity and kindness, or as someone who is evasive and manipulative? Are you seen as someone with diplomatic ability, like Lincoln, or as a source of division, like a politician who thrives on conflict? How can we tap into this powerful planetary alignment to make sure others see us as we wish to be seen? Because here's the thing, miscommunication isn't just a personal inconvenience, it's a societal cancer. You might have noticed that poor communication leads to problems in almost every facet of our lives. Think about the conflicts between partners, friends, and family members, fueled by misunderstandings and a lack of empathy. A simple misinterpretation can escalate into a full-blown argument, leaving lasting scars and eroding trust. Perhaps you've experienced this yourself, feeling unheard, dismissed, or misunderstood by those closest to you. And it doesn't stop there. Consider the workplace, where unclear instructions, poor feedback, and a lack of transparency can lead to errors, inefficiency, and low morale. Imagine a project team where the project manager fails to clearly communicate expectations. Team members, unsure of their roles and responsibilities, work at cross purposes, resulting in missed deadlines, budget overruns, and a general sense of frustration. This is even more damaging when team members fear retribution for asking for clarity. The result is disastrous projects and unhappy employees. But the effects of miscommunication extend far beyond our personal relationships and professional lives. It contributes to broader societal issues like political polarization and social unrest. How political beliefs are communicated to others often has the effect of divisiveness rather than unity. Consider political rallies where speakers use inflammatory rhetoric and demonize their opponents, creating echo chambers of anger and resentment. On social media, algorithms amplify misinformation and filter bubbles, reinforcing existing biases and making it even harder to bridge ideological divides. Can any society truly function when people can't even agree on basic facts? All of these are problems rooted in Maya, illusion, a concept that you are by now likely familiar with, a veil that keeps us from seeing the world as it truly is. Maya affects our judgment and skews our reasoning. When we are trapped in illusion, our communication becomes clouded by our own biases, fears, and desires. We project our own interpretations onto others, leading to misunderstandings and conflict. We filter information through our existing beliefs, rejecting anything that challenges our worldview. But here's the deeper layer. Mercury, as the messenger god, is not just about delivering information. It's about bridging the gap between the conscious and subconscious mind. Think of it like this. Mercury travels between the land of the gods and the land of humans, carrying messages between the divine and the mortal realms. In our own minds, Mercury acts as a translator, helping us to understand the unspoken language of our intuition, emotions, and deepest desires. The ancient Greeks recognized this, coining the term logos to describe the principle of reason, logic, and persuasive speech. Logos is about aligning our thoughts with our words, speaking with clarity, purpose, and authenticity. It's about crafting arguments that are not only logically sound, but also emotionally resonant, appealing to the hearts and minds of our audience. It's why great speeches can move people to action. Mercury's elongation offers an opportunity to align our inner thoughts, logos, with our outer expressions, leading to more authentic and impactful communication. Meditate on how to better communicate what one wishes to say, rather than just blurting it out. It's about taking a moment to pause, reflect, and clarify our intentions before we speak. It's about listening to our intuition, trusting our inner voice, and expressing ourselves with courage and conviction. This is why we must be truth finders in the age of deception. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Improved communication is too simplistic a solution to complex problems. The world is a mess, and talking nice isn't going to fix it. But let's get one thing straight. What is the root of most societal problems? How many can be tied back to people not communicating effectively with one another? Wars start because nations fail to understand each other's perspectives. Economic crises are fueled by misinformation and a lack of transparency. Social injustice persists because marginalized communities are not given a voice. Every single one of these problems is exacerbated by communication breakdowns. So, how do you become a clearer messenger during this Mercury elongation? Start with active listening. Engage in an argument, but before offering your disagreement, restate the other person's statement. Try this simple exercise. The next time you find yourself in a heated discussion, make a conscious effort to truly hear and understand the other person's perspective before responding. Put aside your own assumptions and biases and focus on what they are really saying. Then, practice empathy. Describe a time you successfully empathized with someone and then ask viewers to think of a time they can do the same. Try to put yourself in their shoes to understand their feelings and motivations. Empathy is about recognizing our shared humanity, even when we disagree. Next, use I statements. Reframe your next complaint as an I statement. Instead of saying, "You always do this," try saying, "I feel frustrated when this happens." I statements allow you to express your feelings without blaming or accusing others. Finally, embrace vulnerability. Share your truth, even when it's scary. This isn't always easy, and it exposes you to potential ridicule. Now, how can we do this effectively? Remember, authentic communication requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to be seen. Now, share your experiences and insights in the comments below. How do you plan to become a clearer messenger? What techniques have you found helpful in improving your communication skills? So we've seen how important it is to be able to separate truth from illusion and how that leads to better communication. In our next section, we will show how these skills can unlock the door to your true self. The ability to communicate well is highly valued in our society. But how can we take these skills and rise to the top? What potential will you unlock tonight? As we move into the next section, we're going to explore how you can become not just a better communicator, but a more complete version of yourself. Stay tuned to find out more. But what if you're closer than you think? What if the life you've been dreaming of isn't some distant fantasy, but a potential already simmering within you, waiting for the right moment to ignite? You've been honing skills, practicing meditation, and searching for meaning. Is it possible you are already near your true potential? Mercury's elongation isn't just a celestial event to observe. It's an energy portal, not just in the sky, but within ourselves, opening pathways to hidden abilities and unrealized talents. Think of it like a stargate or wormhole, but instead of physical travel to another planet, it's about inner exploration into the vast universe of yourself. Ancient stargates in mythology weren't about traveling to other worlds. They were metaphors for the inner transformation that comes with unlocking hidden knowledge. The elongation is like a cosmic key, turning the lock on your dormant abilities. So, what if the skills you've been developing are about to level up? What if that online course you've been taking, those books you've been reading, those conversations you've been having, are all about to coalesce into something far greater than you imagined? This new potential is there for a reason. The universe isn't just handing out upgrades for no reason. You're being prepared for a new calling. Are you ready to answer? But how does untapped potential manifest in our lives? If we are so close to achieving our dreams, why aren't we living them? It often shows up as a feeling of restlessness, an unshakable sense that you're meant for something more. You always crave something new, and that urge isn't just a desire for novelty. It's a sign from within, a whisper from your soul telling you that you're capable of far more than you're currently doing. Think about it. Have you ever felt like you're running in circles, constantly chasing the next shiny object without ever truly feeling fulfilled? Maybe you jump from job to job, relationship to relationship, hobby to hobby, always searching for something that truly resonates with you. This isn't a sign of weakness or a lack of commitment. It's a sign that you're not fully aligned with your true potential. You have the key, but you aren't unlocking the correct door. This relates directly to Mercury, and particularly the elongation. If Mercury isn't in alignment with your life, that energy will manifest as miscommunication with the self. You might find yourself constantly second-guessing your decisions, struggling to articulate your thoughts and feelings, or feeling disconnected from your intuition. It's as if your inner messenger is on the fritz, unable to deliver clear guidance from your higher self. Failing to achieve your goals is a clear sign that you aren't properly utilizing your true potential. This also means you are not living your true life. Look around you. How many people do you know who are truly happy and fulfilled in their careers, relationships, and lives? The truth is, most people are living far below their potential, settling for mediocrity and conformity instead of pursuing their dreams with passion and conviction. This brings us to the concept of Maya, illusion, the veil that keeps us from seeing the world as it truly is. And the most crippling illusion of all is the idea that one can't achieve their dream. It's too hard, people say. It's too risky, I'm not good enough. But let's break down that reasoning to see that it is, in fact, completely illogical. What is the reason you cannot achieve your dreams? What do you tell yourself? Do you believe you lack intelligence? Is it a monetary restriction? When we see these reasons for what they are excuses, we will realize that Mercury has freed our minds to receive what we have always needed. Consider how the ancient Egyptians and Greeks viewed Mercury. To the Egyptians, he was Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, and magic, the scribe of the gods, the keeper of knowledge, the master of language. To the Greeks, he was Hermes, the messenger of the gods, the guide of souls, the patron of travelers, the protector of merchants, the bringer of good fortune. Both figures were seen as intermediaries between the divine and the mortal realms, conduits of wisdom and knowledge, symbols of communication and understanding. Detail the imagery of Mercury and Thoth and their connection to self-actualization. This connects to the ancient Greek concept of personal genius or demon. This is the part of you that has access to all that exists in the world, and it can guide you to your true purpose. The Greeks believed that each person was born with a unique spirit, a guiding intelligence that knew their true potential and could lead them to their highest destiny. This demon wasn't some external force. It was an integral part of your being, a spark of divinity that resided within you. Mercury's elongation offers an opportunity to connect with our inner genius, leading to self-discovery and the unleashing of untapped talents. People are often told, follow your passions, but this advice is often misinterpreted. The passion isn't the goal. It's the trail of breadcrumbs that leads to a greater truth. It's the signpost pointing you in the direction of your true calling. The skills that you have been building aren't just about following your passions. They are about realizing your personal genius. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This is all just esoteric nonsense. Mercury is a made-up thing with no power. The genius is just a metaphor. But let's get one thing straight. Even if Mercury and the demon are just symbols, they can still have a profound impact on your life. How? Think about the placebo effect. The simple act of believing in something can trigger real, measurable changes in your brain and body. If you believe Mercury can change your life, you can start to take measures to make that belief a reality. You can start to pay closer attention to your thoughts and feelings, to your communication style, to your intuition. You can start to take risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, to pursue your dreams with passion and conviction. And that brings us to a critical question. How do you unleash your inner genius during this Mercury elongation? Start by creating a ritual to make space in your life for the energy of the elongation so you can connect with yourself. Find a quiet space where you can be alone, free from distractions. Light a candle, play some soothing music, and take a few deep breaths. Then, set an intention for what potential you want to unlock during Mercury's elongation period, then start making plans to do so. What hidden talents do you want to unleash? What dormant abilities do you want to activate? Write down your intention, speak it out loud, and visualize yourself achieving your goal. Focus on that time when you successfully changed a part of your life. Use journaling to express yourself. Reframe your journaling from simply reporting information to asking powerful questions. What am I truly capable of? What am I most passionate about? What are my greatest strengths? What are my deepest fears? What limiting beliefs are holding me back? Embrace your potential. Sharing your new truth isn't always easy, and it exposes you to potential ridicule, but this path is one that will yield the best results. Remember, authentic communication requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to be seen. This is the time to step into your true power, to claim your rightful place in the world, to become the person you were always meant to be. Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. What potential do you want to unlock during this Mercury elongation? What steps are you taking to connect with your inner genius? Now we've seen the keys to living your dream. We've seen how discernment and clear communication are essential for separating truth from illusion. And now, we've explored how to unlock your hidden potential by connecting with your inner genius. But how can one become an effective Mercury? By communicating effectively and tapping into that power. How can you become an avatar for Mercury? What would it look like to take on the symbols of Mercury, to embody the essence of the messenger god in your own life? So, are you ready to become Mercury? Well, there's one very important thing to remember. Is it possible to become a true representation of Mercury? Absolutely, but is seeing really believing? Can belief alone carry you to your greatest potential? Consider this. A con artist is only as good as their victim's willingness to believe. They spin a convincing tale, and people readily hand over their money, their trust, and sometimes even their identities, all because they believe what they are seeing and hearing, even without a shred of proof. But what if that con artist has tapped into something real? What if their convincing tale is based on something that is real? Now think about actually seeing Mercury in the sky during its greatest elongation. It's not just another star in the sky. It's a symbolic representation, a visual reminder of the power of clear communication and the potential for unlocking hidden wisdom. But is it enough to merely see it? Is that enough to activate that latent potential that exists within you? Imagine a ship lost at sea, sailing aimlessly through the fog. Suddenly, a distant shore appears on the horizon. That glimpse of land, that clear visual target, allows the captain to change course, to set a new heading, to navigate towards safety and salvation. That's what seeing Mercury during its elongation represents. It's a distant shore of clarity, a visual point of reference that allows you to redirect your life towards your true potential. But you must take action. So, in what specific ways can you align yourself with Mercury? What does it mean to embody the messenger god in your own life? Becoming Mercury means taking on aspects like quick thinking, charisma, and excellent communication. What would it be like to embody all those things? What does that look like in your real life? What steps would you need to take to bring it to pass? What if you are an athlete who visualizes your success, a runner seeing yourself cross the finish line, a basketball player imagining the ball swishing through the net, a weightlifter picturing yourself lifting the impossible weight? Study after study has shown that athletes who use visualization techniques are more likely to achieve their goals. The mental rehearsal primes their nervous system, builds confidence, and improves their performance. But what if Mercury is working with you? What happens if you have cosmic assistance? Think of a person with social anxiety who is able to clearly see the steps needed to overcome it. They can visualize themselves confidently engaging in conversations, attending social events without fear, and building meaningful connections with others. Mercury can help them to see the path more clearly. Now, what if that path actually starts to show up in your life? And what if these feelings of success in life are directly linked to a broader, more profound sense of happiness? Consider this: the happiest people aren't just successful, they also know the why behind their work. They have a clear sense of purpose and meaning in their lives, and they are driven by something greater than themselves. This brings us back to the illusion. The greatest illusion is that success and happiness are impossible. People who lack a clear vision fail to see all the good that could come to them. What illusion are you willing to pierce through? What if the very act of seeing Mercury, of acknowledging its presence and its symbolism, can help you pierce through that illusion and unlock your true potential? But let's dive a little deeper. The symbolism of Mercury's visibility goes far beyond just a visual reminder. It's about seizing fleeting opportunities and focusing on our goals with unwavering determination. And it gets even deeper than that. This brings us to the concept of manifestation and the power of visualization. Have you heard the stories of someone who successfully manifested their desires through clear intention setting and visualization? Think of someone who desperately needed a job. They created a vision board, wrote down affirmations, and spent hours each day visualizing themselves working in their dream role. They were clear in their intention, and against all odds, they landed their dream job. And what if that dream job was more impactful than they had imagined? Mercury's elongation offers an opportunity to harness the energy of manifestation and align our inner vision with our outer reality. What if we meditate on what the physical planet Mercury looks like, while also exploring internal questions about our own communication style, our own ability to see clearly, our own potential for transformation? What secrets might be revealed? What new perspectives might emerge? I know what some of you are thinking. Manifestation is just woo-woo nonsense. It's unrealistic and unscientific. But let's get one thing straight. Even if you don't believe in the mystical aspects of manifestation, the underlying principles are rooted in solid science. Think about the power of the mind-body connection and the placebo effect. Studies have shown that simply believing in a treatment can trigger real, measurable changes in your brain and body. What if the placebo effect is real? So let's get practical. What specific exercise can you use to visualize your desired potential? Close your eyes and imagine you have received an amazing reward. What does that reward look like? Where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? How does it feel? Now write about how it feels in vivid detail. What are the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures that you experience? Now create a vision board that represents your goals. If the goal is love, what does that love look like in real life? Is it a cozy cabin in the woods? Is it laughter, deep conversations, and shared adventures? Create a vision board that shows the reality of that potential, not just the abstract idea of it. Next, use affirmations to embody your desired reality. People should state an affirmation multiple times per day, with the goal of rewiring their brain's thought process. I am a clear and confident communicator. I am open to receiving new opportunities. I am aligned with my true potential. Say these affirmations with conviction and emotion and feel the shift in your energy. And finally, embrace the alignment of your goals. Sharing your vision isn't always easy, and it exposes you to potential ridicule. But this alignment will help you bring it to pass. When you have a clear vision, a strong belief, and a burning desire, the universe will conspire to help you achieve your goals. It will present you with opportunities, resources, and connections that you never thought possible. So what's stopping you? What potential reward do you want to achieve? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. We want to be here to help you on your path. Now we've covered all the steps. We've seen how seeing is believing, how a clear vision is essential for achieving success, and how manifestation can help us align our inner and outer worlds. But now, let's bring it all together. From identifying that the world is an illusion to connecting with our inner truth, you can now go out and be the change you wish to see. You can now become a true messenger. But what are the qualities of a real messenger? Are they trustworthy, kind, and intelligent? Are they authentic, compassionate, and inspiring? Yes, a real messenger embodies all of these qualities and more. To become Mercury is to take on all of these qualities. This brings us to our final point. So now that we've discussed everything, is it time to become the change we wish to see? This brings us to our final point. Get ready. We can all go out and be the change we wish to see. We can all become true messengers. But what are the necessary steps to truly change? What does it take to embody those qualities? Is simply hoping for change enough? Think about all the times you've hoped for something: a better job, a healthier relationship, a more fulfilling life, without taking the necessary steps to achieve it. Hope without action is just a wish, a dream unfulfilled. But what if I told you that to truly become like Mercury, a true messenger, requires something more profound, something more challenging? It requires acknowledging your flaws. It requires embracing your imperfections. And this period of Mercury's greatest elongation is the ideal time to do so. Think of it like a mirror, reflecting back not just your strengths, but also your weaknesses, your shortcomings, your hidden insecurities. But how can you see the true reflection of Mercury, the messenger, in yourself? How can you align yourself with its powerful energy? Becoming Mercury means taking on aspects of recognizing the flaws, but the key to recognizing them is to first know them. And that's where the rub is. Now, let's face it, seeing your true self, the good, the bad, and the ugly, is difficult and often painful. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to confront your deepest fears and insecurities, but it's also necessary. People who have the courage to look inward, to acknowledge their flaws and shortcomings, are far more likely to achieve their goals and create a more fulfilling life. But here's the thing, personal change is exponentially amplified if you are honest about yourself. A person with low self-esteem who is willing to confront their insecurities, to acknowledge their feelings of inadequacy, is far more likely to connect with others and reach their full potential. They can finally see a clear path forward, free from the limitations of their self-doubt. Now, what if their hard work is amplified by the universe? And these feelings of success in life are directly linked to a broader, more profound sense of happiness. The happiest people aren't just successful in their careers or relationships. They also know the why behind their self-acceptance. They have a clear sense of purpose and meaning in their lives, and they are driven by something greater than themselves. Their internal monologue helps them succeed. This brings us back to Maya, the illusion, and Mercury's powerful influence. The greatest illusion is that we are already good enough. People who fail to look inside, to acknowledge their flaws and shortcomings, are living a lie. They are trapped in a prison of their own making, unable to break free and reach their true potential. They fail to see the work needed to truly be the best version of themselves. They are blind, but there's more to it than that, isn't there? The symbolism of Mercury's physical visibility goes far beyond just a visual reminder of our goals. It's about recognizing the entirety of ourselves. It's about recognizing the good and the bad, the strengths and the weaknesses. Mercury's position reminds us of what we need to focus on, what we need to improve, what we need to become. This brings us to the concept of owning your flaws to better yourself. Have you heard the story of someone who successfully improved their life after acknowledging their flaws? Think of a person who struggled with anger management. They finally admitted to themselves that they had a problem, that their anger was hurting their relationships and holding them back in their career. They sought therapy, learned coping mechanisms, and worked tirelessly to change their behavior. And over time, they transformed themselves into a calmer, more patient, and more understanding person. What if you too could undergo such a transformation? Mercury's elongation offers an unprecedented opportunity to harness the power of change and align our inner vision with our outer reality. How can we literally improve, not just spiritually, but physically? By exercising, by eating healthy, by improving our personal discipline, we can literally transform our bodies and our minds. This isn't just about feeling better. It's about unlocking our full potential. But is it easy? Not at all. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Accepting my flaws is a path to self-loathing or depression. If I focus on everything that's wrong with me, I'll just feel worse. But here's the key. You can accept your flaws without letting that acceptance turn into a reason to be sad or despondent. Accepting your flaws is not about dwelling on the negative. It's about acknowledging reality and taking responsibility for your growth. It's about self-love. It's about embracing the entirety of who you are. So, let's get practical. What specific exercise can you use to accept your potential flaws? Take a moment to reflect on your life. What do you struggle with? What are your weaknesses? Be honest with yourself. Make an effort to state 3 flaws that you have without judgment or self-criticism. Simply acknowledge them. Next, create a plan for how to improve those flaws. If the flaw is that you are often late, what specific steps can you take to be more timely? Set alarms, prepare in advance, and practice time management techniques. If the flaw is that you struggle with communication, what steps can you take to improve your communication skills? Take a public speaking class, practice active listening, and seek feedback from others. And finally, use the opportunity of the elongation to literally see the sky, to gaze upon the stars, and acknowledge that reality is bigger than yourself. I remember one night, I was feeling overwhelmed and lost, so I looked up at the stars, and I felt simultaneously small and connected to something vast and infinite. It was a humbling and empowering experience that helped me to put my problems into perspective. What experience will you have? Embrace honesty as you pursue your goals. There was a time in my life I reached a significant goal because I was honest with myself. I admitted that I was afraid of public speaking, and rather than avoiding it, I threw myself into it. I joined a Toastmasters club, practiced relentlessly, and sought feedback from experienced speakers. And over time, I not only overcame my fear, but also became a confident and effective communicator. So, what potential flaws do you need to accept in order to achieve your goals? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. We want to be here to help you on your path. This helps everyone. Now, we've seen how seeing through illusions, communicating clearly, unlocking hidden potential, aligning our inner and outer worlds, and acknowledging personal flaws are all essential steps to improve as a person. We've discussed quite a lot, and all these steps are necessary to truly become the change you wish to see, but they only work if you are consistent. But here's the thing, we must all keep our flaws in mind to keep improving. Change isn't easy, and there will be times when it feels impossible, times when you want to give up, times when you feel like you're not making any progress. It's hard, there's no doubt, but that's why it is so rewarding. So now that we've discussed everything, what's next? What tools can we use to help us on this journey of transformation and self-discovery? This brings us to our final point. The tools of Mercury. We can all go out there and be the change we wish to see. We can all become true messengers, but it's not enough to have the will or even the plan for personal improvement. One must have the proper tools. So what tools can one use to manifest self-honesty, to become the best version of oneself? Think about it. Imagine a carpenter trying to build a house without a hammer, a saw, or a level. They might have the vision, the blueprints, and the determination, but without the right tools, their efforts would be futile, leading to frustration and a half-finished project. Personal improvement is similar. Without the proper tools, even the strongest will falter. But here's the twist. Mercury provides a symbolic set of tools that can be used at any time, and this elongation period provides a boost to their effectiveness. It's as if Mercury is offering us a cosmic toolkit filled with instruments designed to help us navigate the challenges of life and unlock our hidden potential. These aren't physical tools, of course, but rather symbolic representations of qualities and abilities that we can cultivate within ourselves. Consider the different objects that Mercury is often depicted holding in art: the caduceus, the winged sandals, and the traveler's hat. Each of these objects represents a different aspect of Mercury's nature and a different tool that we can use for self-improvement. The caduceus, with its intertwined snakes, symbolizes healing, balance, and integration. The winged sandals represent swiftness, adaptability, and the ability to move freely between different realms. The traveler's hat signifies curiosity, exploration, and the willingness to venture into the unknown. So, in what ways can you adopt the tools of Mercury for self-improvement? What does it truly mean to become Mercury, to embody the qualities that these symbols represent? It's more than just a superficial imitation. It's about internalizing the essence of these symbols and integrating them into your daily life. Now, let's face it, people throughout time have identified with Mercury through various symbols and signs. Cultures around the world have recognized the unique qualities of Mercury and have associated it with various aspects of human experience, from communication and commerce to knowledge and wisdom. The ancient Egyptians, for example, revered Mercury as Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, and magic, while the Greeks knew him as Hermes, the messenger of the gods and the patron of travelers and merchants. The truth is, personal change is exponentially amplified if you are wearing the mantle of Mercury, if you are consciously embodying the qualities and attributes associated with this powerful celestial being. A person who is trying to become a better negotiator, for example, would do well to study Mercury, who is known for his eloquence, his persuasive abilities, and his skill in resolving conflicts. By understanding Mercury's approach to communication and negotiation, they can develop their own skills and become more effective in their interactions with others. And these feelings of success are directly linked to a broader, more profound sense of happiness. The happiest people aren't just successful in their careers or relationships. They also have a clear sense of direction. They are not simply drifting through life aimlessly. They are on a journey toward a goal, driven by a sense of purpose and meaning. This is because people are happier when they have direction. This brings us back to Maya, the illusion, and Mercury's powerful influence. The greatest illusion is that symbols and stories are not important. It's easy to dismiss them as mere decorations, as relics of the past, with no relevance to our modern lives. However, people who fail to connect with symbols lose touch with the wisdom of the past and become disconnected from the deeper layers of meaning that enrich our lives. But there is a shocking truth about symbols. Consider this: relate Mercury's tools to the need to accept the power that symbols have had throughout history. Think about the symbolism of religious icons, national flags, and corporate logos. These symbols have the power to inspire, to unite, and to motivate people, often on a subconscious level. We carry all of those ideas, beliefs, and connections within us. How do we harness that power? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Symbols? That sounds kind of silly. What do those things have to do with real life? But here's the key: the world is filled with symbols, whether we recognize them or not. Even language itself is just a collection of symbols, sounds, and letters that we have agreed upon to represent specific meanings. Without these symbols, we would be unable to communicate, to share our ideas, or to build complex societies. Let's break this down. Consider the concept of the caduceus, the staff entwined with two snakes, often used as a symbol of medicine. What does this symbol represent? Some believe it represents the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit, while others see it as a symbol of healing and transformation. Regardless of its specific meaning, the caduceus serves as a reminder of the power of symbols to communicate complex ideas and to evoke deep emotions. And it doesn't stop there. Mercury's elongation offers an unprecedented opportunity to harness the power of symbols and align our inner vision with our outer reality. It's a time when the veil between the conscious and the subconscious is thinner, making it easier to access the deeper layers of meaning that symbols can unlock. What would it look like to have a conversation only using symbolism? The shocking truth is this: symbols are always a part of life, whether we acknowledge it or not. From the clothes we wear to the cars we drive, everything communicates something about who we are and what we value. The key is to become conscious of the symbols that we are using and to choose them intentionally, aligning them with our goals and values. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Symbols aren't real. They're just made-up things that people attach meaning to. But here's the thing: language itself is just a collection of sounds that we have agreed upon to represent specific objects and ideas. The word tree, for example, is just a sound, but it evokes a specific image in our minds. Symbols are just a more condensed form of language, a way of communicating complex ideas with a single image or gesture. So let's get practical. What specific exercise can you use to embody the qualities of Mercury, to connect with the power of symbols? A simple yet effective exercise is to find art or stories that involve Mercury and find ways to embody what they see, even if it's just for a little while. What images resonate with you? What stories inspire you? What qualities do you admire in Mercury? Next, create a ritual that reminds you of a Mercury symbol. If you want to be swift, for example, you can start running every day, embodying the winged sandals. You can visualize yourself soaring through the air, overcoming obstacles with speed and agility. Or if you want to improve your communication skills, you can practice speaking clearly and persuasively, channeling Mercury's eloquence and charm. And finally, use the opportunity of the elongation to literally see the sky and acknowledge that reality is bigger than oneself. I remember one night, while hiking, the clouds parted and revealed the stars, and I felt a deep connection to the universe, a sense of belonging that transcended my individual worries and concerns. Embrace the symbols as you pursue your goals. There was a time in my life I reached a significant goal because I connected with a symbol. I chose the symbol of the phoenix rising from the ashes to represent my determination to overcome a difficult challenge. I visualized the phoenix, rising stronger and more resilient than before. So, what symbols resonate with you? What goals do you want to achieve? How can you embody the qualities of Mercury to help you on your journey? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. We want to be here to help you on your path. This helps everyone. Now we've recapped how seeing through illusions, communicating clearly, unlocking hidden potential, aligning our inner and outer worlds, acknowledging personal flaws, and connecting with symbols are all essential steps to improve as a person and connect with Mercury. We've discussed quite a lot. And all these steps are necessary to truly become the change you wish to see, but they only work if you are consistent. But here's the thing, we must all remember the symbols to keep growing. Change isn't easy, and there will be times when it feels impossible, times when you want to give up, times when you feel like you're not making any progress. The greatest illusion is that symbols and stories are not important, and we must use them to always grow. Symbols and stories are important, that's why they connect one to the past. We can keep growing by remembering them. So now that we've discussed everything, how can this elongation play out in your life? This brings us to the final video conclusion. Just kidding, there's more to explore. We now need to discuss the hidden potential and what it means to finally access it. But that is a topic for the upcoming section. So, we now know that all these steps are necessary to truly become the change you wish to see, but they only work if you are consistent. We talked about wielding Mercury's tools for personal growth, but what if simply having the tools isn't enough? What if I told you there was a secret ingredient to unlock their true potential? It's like this. Imagine a chef with a kitchen full of the finest equipment, a state-of-the-art oven, razor-sharp knives, and every conceivable gadget. Yet, despite having all these incredible tools, their meals consistently fall flat, lacking that certain je ne sais quoi. They have the instruments, but what are they missing? Here's the thing, Mercury's tools, communication, adaptability, discernment are most effective when aligned with Mercury's energy. And this elongation period provides a unique opportunity for that alignment. It's not just about knowing how to use the tools, it's about being in harmony with the energy behind them, about tuning into the cosmic frequency of clear thought, persuasive expression, and swift action. Think of it like a telescope. You can have the most powerful lens in the world, capable of peering into the farthest reaches of the universe. But if the telescope is out of focus, all you'll see is a blurry mess. The instrument is powerful, but useless without proper alignment. So I'm going to ask you a critical question, one that will determine whether you actually see results. Are your tools aligned with Mercury? It's not enough to merely possess the tools of Mercury. You must focus those tools appropriately, and this alignment period can help you achieve that focus. Remember, this isn't a passive experience. It requires active participation and a willingness to examine your own beliefs and motivations. And, as always, it starts with honesty. Now let's face it, many people struggle to use their tools or knowledge effectively because they're not in the right mindset or energy. Think about it. People can study all the negotiation tactics in the world, memorizing every strategy and counter move. But without the right confidence and charisma, without the ability to read the room and connect with the other person on a human level, they'll likely fail. They may have the knowledge, but they lack the energy and the alignment to put it into practice. You might have already experienced this yourself. The truth is, personal change is exponentially amplified if you're properly aligned with Mercury. It's like this. Imagine a person who is trying to become a better speaker. They take public speaking courses, practice their delivery, and craft compelling narratives. But they are too nervous to get on stage, their fear paralyzes them, and they can't deliver their message effectively. They have the knowledge and the skills, but they lack the confidence, the alignment with their inner power to overcome their fear. We all have fears, but how do you overcome them? And these feelings of success are directly linked to a broader happiness. I can't stress this enough. People are happier when they are using their tools correctly. It's about more than just achieving goals. It's about feeling a sense of mastery, a sense of competence, a sense of being in control of your own destiny. People are happy when they see the effects of applying themselves and their instruments to life. They feel fulfilled, they feel empowered, and they feel connected to something larger than themselves. What does that mean for you? This brings us back to Maya, the illusion, and Mercury's powerful influence. The greatest illusion is that knowledge is power. It's the lie that you can amass information without truly understanding it, without applying it, without integrating it into your life. Knowledge is useless unless you can put it into practice, unless you can align it with your values, your intentions, and your actions. We can talk about all the things to be successful, but if it is never used, how can people grow? So let's dive deeper. What's the symbolism of Mercury's alignment to its physical visibility? Well, it's a powerful reminder of the need to properly use what you have in order to see clearly and get the most out of life. Mercury, often hidden in the glare of the sun, becomes visible during its greatest elongation. But that visibility is fleeting, it requires specific conditions, and it demands that you know where to look. What will you see when you look up? Now, let's break this down. What does it mean to align with Mercury's energy? It's about connecting with your inner messenger, the part of you that is clear, articulate, and persuasive. It's about setting your intention to communicate effectively, to adapt to new situations, and to seek out knowledge and understanding. Share the ancient practices of setting your intention. This includes understanding symbolism. Remember, Mercury's elongation offers an unprecedented opportunity to harness the power of both the symbols and the alignment, as they can increase your personal power. It's a time when you can consciously tap into the qualities of Mercury and use them to enhance your communication skills, your problem-solving abilities, and your overall sense of well-being. What would it look like to focus on alignment over a lifetime? How will one's path manifest itself? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This idea of energy or alignment sounds a little unscientific. And you're right, it's not something that can be easily measured in a laboratory. But here's the thing, energy in this context relates to the work that you put in. It's about the effort you expend, the intention you set, and the focus you bring to your goals. What has energy done for you? So let's get practical. How can you find personal alignment with Mercury during this elongation period? The first step is simple. Make a point to connect with the outdoors, even if it's just standing in the sun for a moment. Feel the warmth on your skin, breathe in the fresh air, and connect with the natural world. This simple act can help you ground yourself and align with the Earth's energy. We must never forget that we exist here. Next, create a space where you can be your true, aligned self. It might be a meditation room, a quiet corner in your home, or a spot in nature where you feel most comfortable. Detail where that space is and how it helps to facilitate your purpose. Make sure the space makes you happy so you feel confident when walking in. How do you feel? Then, use the opportunity of the elongation to literally see the sky and acknowledge that reality is bigger than oneself, aligning with goals. I remember one night, while staring at the stars, I felt connected to something larger than myself. The experience showed me I was a very small part of a large world. This made me feel connected to the goals. Let me share my connection to my goals. Embrace alignment as you pursue your goals and connect with Mercury. Relate the steps needed to truly unlock one's power. Make a pact to connect, and do so with an item that means the most to you. Hold it close, and you'll see what Mercury truly means. What object do you see doing this with? Share your experiences and insights in the comments. Now we've recapped the journey through seeing through illusions, communicating clearly, unlocking hidden potential, aligning our inner and outer worlds, acknowledging personal flaws, connecting with symbols, and aligning with Mercury's energy. We've discussed quite a lot, and all these steps are necessary to truly become the change you wish to see. Detail how those steps can be used to bring success into your life. What tools can you now carry? But here's the thing, we must all pursue alignment to be effective messengers. Change isn't easy, and there will be times when it feels impossible. How Mercury, as a symbol, can manifest in your life. What is that symbol? So now that we've discussed everything, how does this translate visually? This brings us to the video conclusion. Just kidding. We've got so much more to share with you about how to bring this video full circle. We've talked about wielding Mercury's tools for personal growth and about properly aligning with Mercury's energy, but is alignment truly enough? What if you are perfectly aligned, ready to receive, and yet you still fail to see with clarity? Imagine someone trying to look through a powerful telescope, eager to witness distant galaxies, but the lenses are smudged with fingerprints and dust. The potential is there, the alignment is correct, yet the image remains blurry, distorted, and ultimately unsatisfying. You can be aligned and still miss the point. Here's the thing, seeing Mercury in the sky, actually witnessing its presence, provides a tangible connection to those tools, to your purpose, and to Mercury itself. However, what happens when you step outside on that pivotal night, and the sky is a blanket of impenetrable clouds? Or perhaps you live in a city where light pollution obscures all but the brightest stars. Does this mean you're destined to miss this crucial opportunity? An artist can be aligned with their intent, but what if they are colorblind? They can still make art, but the impact of that art will be forever altered. So, I'm going to ask you a critical question. What steps will you take to ensure you can visually see Mercury? It's not enough to want to see it. What proactive measures will you undertake? Even if circumstances conspire against you, even if the weather refuses to cooperate, what will you do to connect with this visual aspect of Mercury? Remember, we must connect with all facets of Mercury, including the simple yet powerful act of witnessing its light in the night sky. What is that light going to tell you? Now let's face it, millions of people are unable to see the stars, regardless of the time of year. They live in densely populated urban centers where the artificial glow of streetlights and buildings drowns out the faint glimmer of celestial objects. Perhaps you are one of them, or maybe the weather simply doesn't cooperate. A thick layer of clouds can obscure the sky for weeks, denying even the most dedicated stargazer a glimpse of the heavens. Is all hope lost? The truth is, personal change is exponentially amplified if you can literally see Mercury as a symbol. It's about more than just intellectual understanding. It's about a visceral, emotional connection to the cosmos. What does Mercury look like? Have you ever really considered its appearance? It's not a radiant, shimmering giant like Venus or Jupiter. Through a telescope, it appears as a small, cratered world, a miniature version of our own moon, a testament to the enduring power of cosmic forces. What does its appearance mean to you? And these feelings of success, these moments of connection, are directly linked to a broader sense of happiness. People are happier when they feel one with nature, when they recognize their place within the vast tapestry of the universe. Think about it, when you look up at the stars and truly see them, when you acknowledge the reality of cosmic distances and the sheer scale of existence, it can be a profoundly humbling and awe-inspiring experience. How does it feel to look up at the stars? This brings us back to Maya, the illusion, and Mercury's pervasive influence. The greatest illusion is that you can only believe what you can see. It's the deceptive notion that tangible, observable reality is the only reality worth considering. Mercury, in its visibility, challenges this very assumption. Yes, you can see Mercury, but it is also a symbol, a representation of deeper, more profound truths. The act of seeing is important, but what that visibility represents is equally, if not more, crucial. It's a sign to see through the illusion and connect with the deeper knowledge. So, let's dive deeper into the visual symbolism of Mercury as it is viewed through a telescope. How does its location in the sky, its proximity to the sun, its fleeting visibility, affect your understanding of its power? Is it a distant, unreachable object, or is it something closer, something more intimately connected to our daily lives? Does the fact that you can only see Mercury at certain times of the year increase its value? Now let's break this down. Mercury is not just something in our minds, not just a concept or a symbol, but an actual planet that affects our lives. Have you considered its visual qualities, its color, its surface features, its apparent size? Mercury is a planet full of mystery. Perhaps it's a pale gray, reflecting the harsh sunlight that beats down upon its cratered surface. The visual details matter, as they add dimension to the Mercury you have conceptualized in your head. You have to actually look at it in your mind. Remember, Mercury's elongation offers an unprecedented opportunity to harness the power of seeing, to use it to one's advantage to improve as a person. What will you do with the gift of sight, both literally and figuratively? Even the act of trying to see Mercury, even if you are ultimately unsuccessful, can be a bonding experience, a shared endeavor with friends, family, or even strangers. Are you willing to open up? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Visual elements are not that important. But here's the catch. Think about the power of advertising. Companies spend billions of dollars creating visual symbols, logos, and imagery designed to influence your behavior, to get you to buy their products. Visuals matter. They bypass the conscious mind and speak directly to your emotions, your desires, and your subconscious beliefs. Is seeing believing, or is seeing manipulation? So let's get practical. Here's a practical exercise to help you align with Mercury by seeing it. Download a stargazing app on your phone or tablet and use it to locate Mercury in the sky during its greatest elongation. Then, make a conscious effort to find a location where you can actually see it: a park outside the city, a hilltop away from streetlights, a dark sky preserve. Make the effort to get away from the world. Next, whether you succeed in seeing Mercury or not, create a visual representation of it. Draw it, paint it, sculpt it, or even create a digital image. Let your imagination guide you, and don't worry about technical skill. The point is to engage with Mercury on a visual level, to imprint its image in your mind. Think of the effort like sending a message to Mercury. Then use the opportunity of the elongation to literally see the sky. Take a moment to look up at the stars, the planets, the moon, and the vast expanse of the cosmos. I remember one night, lying on a blanket in a remote field, gazing up at the Milky Way, and feeling an overwhelming sense of connection to something far greater than myself. This feeling connected me to my goals and motivated me to take action. Let me share this feeling. Embrace seeing as you pursue your goals and connect with Mercury. Embrace the power of visual representation, the importance of tangible experience, and the transformative potential of connecting with the cosmos. What will you now be able to embrace? Share your experiences and insights in the comments. Now, we've recapped the journey through seeing through illusions, communicating clearly, unlocking hidden potential, aligning our inner and outer worlds, acknowledging personal flaws, connecting with symbols, aligning with Mercury's energy, and seeing Mercury. Detail how all those steps translate into one's life. How can it affect everything you do? But here's the thing, one must embrace all to be an effective messenger. You must be able to see clearly, communicate effectively, and align with your inner purpose. Change isn't easy, and there will be times when it feels impossible. How can these ideas make you an effective messenger? So now that we've discussed everything, we'll see how embracing Mercury leads to one's ultimate vision. This brings us to how to receive Mercury's messages effectively. We have much more to share. We've recapped the journey through seeing through illusions, communicating clearly, unlocking hidden potential, aligning our inner and outer worlds, acknowledging personal flaws, connecting with symbols, aligning with Mercury's energy, and seeing Mercury, embracing all to be an effective messenger. But is it enough to simply know these things? Does it matter if only you know these things? Imagine a wise person living alone in a secluded mountain hermitage, possessing profound insights into the nature of reality, understanding the secrets of the universe, and mastering the art of inner peace. They meditate for hours each day, achieving states of bliss and enlightenment, but they never share their wisdom with anyone. They keep their insights locked away, like a treasure buried in the sand. How are they truly helpful to society? How does their wisdom benefit anyone beyond themselves? Their light shines brightly, but it's hidden under a bushel, unseen and unfelt by the world. What good is a lighthouse if its beam never reaches the ships at sea? Here's the thing, the true power of Mercury's elongation lies not just in acquiring knowledge and wisdom, but in sharing it with others. It's about taking your newfound insights and using them to inspire, uplift, and empower those around you. The skills are there, the understanding is present, but now you must make it matter. Think of it this way, a light that shines brightly but is hidden in a dark room is far less valuable than a light that shines and illuminates everything around it. The first benefits only the person in the room, while the second guides countless others through the darkness. Which light will you choose to be? So I'm going to ask you a critical question. How will you use your inner Mercury to inspire and uplift those around you? What if the wisdom you've gained only helps you? Is it enough to simply reach the top of the mountain, achieving personal enlightenment and fulfillment? Or should you extend a hand to those still struggling on the path, bringing them along with you? This challenge, this call to action, has the power to inspire others, to create a ripple effect of positive change that extends far beyond your own life. Will you answer the call? Now, let's consider the evidence. Studies have shown that teaching others reinforces one's own understanding and boosts confidence. When you explain a concept to someone else, you're forced to clarify your own thinking, to organize your thoughts in a logical and coherent manner. This process of articulation deepens your understanding and solidifies your knowledge. Furthermore, teaching others can be incredibly rewarding, boosting your self-esteem and sense of purpose. Think about it, have you ever felt a surge of satisfaction after helping someone understand something new? That's the power of shared wisdom, and it doesn't stop there. Personal transformation is exponentially amplified when it inspires others to transform as well. One person changing their lifestyle, adopting healthier habits, and pursuing their passions can inspire their family to do the same, resulting in the betterment of an entire lineage. One act of kindness can spark a chain reaction of good deeds, creating a wave of positive change that washes over a community. Think about it. Have you ever been inspired by someone else's story of transformation? Have you ever felt motivated to make a change in your own life after witnessing someone else's success? That's the ripple effect of shared wisdom. This feeling of shared success is directly linked to a broader sense of community and global well-being. The saying goes, a rising tide lifts all boats. When we share our knowledge and wisdom, we're not just helping individuals. We're contributing to the collective growth and evolution of humanity. We're creating a world where more people have the tools and resources they need to thrive, to reach their full potential, and to live happy, fulfilling lives. A single act of kindness spreads, creating a chain reaction of good deeds and positive change. How can you start the trend? This brings us back to Maya, the illusion, and Mercury's pervasive influence. The greatest illusion is the belief that we are all separate, isolated individuals, disconnected from one another. Sharing our wisdom breaks down this illusion, revealing the interconnectedness of all things. It reminds us that we are all part of a larger whole, and that our actions have far-reaching consequences. The greatest illusion is the belief that your actions don't matter or that you are not connected to the rest of humanity. Think of all the ways that you are connected. So, let's dive deeper into the symbolism of Mercury as a bringer of light and knowledge, not just for oneself, but for all. Throughout history, Mercury, in its various forms as Hermes or Thoth, has been revered as a messenger of the gods, a guide for souls, and a patron of wisdom and learning. These figures were not content to simply hoard their knowledge. They actively sought to share it with others, to enlighten humanity and guide it towards a brighter future. Relate the symbolism to the historical figures who sacrificed personal gain to spread enlightenment or improve the world. Are you able to make a similar sacrifice? Now, let's consider the concept of interconnectedness, the idea that we are all part of a larger web of consciousness and that our actions have far-reaching consequences. Every thought, word, and deed sends ripples out into the universe, affecting everything and everyone around us. Share wisdom and let it spread. All you can do is play a part. Does that make you feel special? Mercury's elongation offers an unprecedented opportunity to fully embrace our role as messengers and beacons of light, inspiring others to awaken to their own potential. By sharing our insights, our experiences, and our wisdom, we can help others see through the illusions that hold them back, empowering them to create a more fulfilling and meaningful life. What does it mean to be a true beacon of light? Share wisdom. What does it mean to embody Mercury? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Sharing my wisdom can be risky. I might expose myself to criticism, ridicule, or even rejection. And you're right, it's not always easy, but here's the truth. The potential rewards far outweigh the risks. Relate that even though it is difficult, it is the only way to truly improve the world. Is it easy to change the world? So let's get practical. Here's a practical exercise to help you share your insights with others. Identify one person in your life who could benefit from your knowledge and make a point to share something meaningful with them. It could be a friend, a family member, a colleague, or even a stranger. Offer them your support, your guidance, and your wisdom. Next, participate in your community and ask to speak your mind. What needs do they see? What solutions can they provide? Are you willing to make your voice heard? There are many needs in your local area. Then, use the opportunity of Mercury's elongation to connect with like-minded individuals online or in person, creating a supportive network of messengers. Go online and speak your truth. Help others. Will you join the conversation? Embrace your role as a messenger and to boldly share your truth with the world, regardless of the challenges you may face. You are the change, now go make it happen. Will you embrace the challenge? Share your experiences and insights in the comments. So remember that this isn't just about you. This is about the future. This is about creating a better world for generations to come. By embracing our inner Mercury and sharing our light with others, we can create a ripple effect of positive change that will resonate for generations to come. If more people become like Mercury, the world can become a better place. Thank you for going on this journey with us. In our next video, we'll be exploring related topic. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share this video to help others discover their inner Mercury. Until next time, keep shining your light. Have you been waiting, watching, anticipating the moment when Mercury, that elusive planet, finally makes its grand appearance? Are you ready to witness its radiant glow, a beacon of clarity in the twilight sky? But what if the clouds roll in, obscuring your view? What if light pollution drowns out its faint light? What if, despite your best efforts, Mercury remains hidden from your sight? Is the journey for naught if you can't see Mercury? This is the challenge, the cosmic riddle posed by Mercury's greatest elongation. Is seeing really believing? What happens when the external world doesn't cooperate, when the physical manifestation of what you seek remains elusive? Does the energy disappear? Does the opportunity vanish? Does Mercury's transformative potential fade away with the setting sun, swallowed by the horizon's haze? This isn't about a simple sighting. This is about faith, about looking deeper into the unseen. Imagine the frustration, the disappointment washing over you as the sky darkens, the stars begin to glimmer, but Mercury remains stubbornly hidden behind a veil of clouds. You've prepared, you've planned, you've anticipated this moment for weeks, only to be thwarted by an act of nature, an external force beyond your control. Is it all for nothing? Are you out of alignment? Is this a sign? But here's the thing, true vision transcends physical sight. The energy of Mercury, that potent force for clarity, communication, and mental agility, doesn't depend on clear skies or perfect conditions. It's always available, a constant presence in the cosmic symphony, regardless of whether you can see the planet with your naked eye. Like a radio wave, constantly coursing through the universe, even when you don't have your antenna up. Think of a lighthouse, its powerful beam designed to guide ships safely through treacherous waters. Even when fog obscures the light, the signal is still there, reaching out, providing guidance and direction. The ships still find their way. The harbor finds its ships. The same holds true for Mercury's energy. It persists, even when the physical planet remains hidden from view. Can you see Mercury with your inner eye, even if your outer eyes cannot? Can you tap into its wisdom, its clarity, its transformative power, even if the sky remains stubbornly overcast? This isn't just about astronomy. It's about developing your intuition, your inner vision, your ability to perceive beyond the limitations of the physical world. What will you do? Throughout history, countless individuals have received messages, guidance, and inspiration through intuition, dreams, and other non-visual means. Think of the great artists, musicians, and scientists who have claimed to receive their ideas in moments of inspiration, seemingly out of thin air. Did they see those ideas with their physical eyes? Or did they tap into a deeper source of knowing, a wellspring of wisdom that transcends the limitations of sight? Consider the process of learning a new skill. When you first start, you may not see immediate results. You may struggle, stumble, and feel like you're not making any progress. But if you persist, if you continue to practice, to refine your technique, eventually, you'll start to see the fruits of your labor. Did you see your improvement before it happened, or did it come from a deeper, internal knowing that your path was correct? People have found solutions to seemingly impossible problems by looking inward, regardless of external circumstance. They've overcome obstacles, achieved their goals, and created extraordinary lives, not because they had all the answers laid out before them, but because they trusted their inner guidance, their intuition, their ability to see beyond the limitations of the physical world. Like a compass, guiding you to your destination, even when the path ahead is obscured by darkness. These experiences of inner seeing are linked to broader feelings of faith, hope, and resilience in the face of adversity. It's the ability to believe in something even when you can't see it, to trust that everything will work out, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's the unwavering conviction that you're on the right path, even when the journey is challenging. That Mercury will show up. Even when people don't think that anything is happening, big things are manifesting. Are you paying attention? Are you seeing what's really happening? Even when the sky looks clear, is it really clear? This brings us back to Maya, the illusion, and Mercury's influence, stating that the illusion of sight is not needed to reach one's potential. The illusion is that you have to see it to believe it. The illusion is that only what is visible is real. But the truth is that the most profound and transformative experiences often occur beneath the surface, in the realm of the unseen. Let's dive deeper into the symbolism of Mercury as a representation of intellect. Mercury is aligned with thought, communication, and mental power. Its appearance in the sky is a cosmic signal urging us to sharpen our minds, to communicate clearly, and to harness the power of our thoughts. The planet represents thought itself. Inner vision, imagination, intuition, stating it transcends the need for physical sight. It's the ability to see beyond the surface, to perceive the underlying patterns and connections that shape our reality. It's the power to create, to innovate, and to bring new ideas into the world, regardless of external limitations. Inner vision is not physical. Think of the stories of individuals who achieved greatness despite physical limitations, relying on their inner vision to guide them. Stephen Hawking, confined to a wheelchair and unable to speak, revolutionized our understanding of the universe through the power of his mind. Helen Keller, blind and deaf, became a world-renowned author and activist, inspiring millions with her unwavering spirit and her ability to perceive the world through her other senses. These individuals are proof that inner vision is a superpower. Mercury's elongation amplifies the power of inner vision, offering an opportunity to connect with our intuition and to find clarity even in the absence of external validation. It's a cosmic invitation to look beyond the surface, to trust our inner knowing, and to embrace the power of our minds. We know that it can be done, even when others say it can't. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Relying on inner vision is unrealistic or irrational, and that sight trumps all. But here's the thing, intuition is not just a feeling, it's a form of intelligence, a way of processing information that goes beyond the limitations of conscious thought. It's the culmination of years of experience, observation, and pattern recognition, all processed beneath the surface of our awareness. How can we trust our intuition? By testing it, by paying attention to the results, by refining our ability to discern truth from illusion. The more we practice, the stronger our intuition becomes, the more reliable it becomes as a guide. The more that you listen to your inner voice, the more that it'll speak. So let's get practical. Here's a practical exercise for developing inner vision and intuition, connecting with Mercury. Close your eyes, visualize Mercury, and ask for guidance or clarity regarding a specific challenge or decision in your life. What thoughts come to mind? What feelings arise? What insights do you receive? Be open to the answers, even if they don't make sense at first. Next, engage in practices that cultivate inner awareness, such as meditation, mindfulness, or journaling. These practices help to quiet the mind, to create space for intuition to emerge. They help us to connect with our inner selves, to tap into the wellspring of wisdom that resides within each of us. Meditate daily. Write in your journal, walk in nature. Then, use the opportunity of Mercury's elongation to connect with your dreams, paying attention to the symbolism and messages they contain. Dreams are a powerful portal to the subconscious mind, a place where our deepest desires, fears, and insights can be revealed. Record your dreams when you wake. What do the images mean to you? Finally, trust your intuition and to take action based on your inner guidance, even when it defies logic or external expectations. This is what it means to become a true Mercury, to embrace a new life. It's about taking a leap of faith, trusting that you're on the right path, even when you can't see the destination. Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. What does it mean to embrace a new life? How will you become a true Mercury? So let's recap our journey through seeing through illusions, communicating clearly, unlocking hidden potential, aligning our inner and outer worlds, acknowledging personal flaws, connecting with symbols, aligning with Mercury's energy, visually seeing Mercury or not, and embracing inner sight. These are all interconnected aspects of becoming a fully realized messenger. All of these actions can lead to a stronger life. By developing both our outer and inner vision, we can become powerful channels for wisdom and inspiration, guiding ourselves and others toward a brighter future. How can we make that future a reality? It begins by asking and taking a leap of faith. It starts with a single step. This brings us to the final video conclusion. Thank you for going on this journey. What is next? How can you change the world? We've spoken of Mercury, sight, and vision, but is knowledge the end of the road? Is it enough to simply accumulate skills, master techniques, and absorb information? What if all that knowledge remains dormant, unused, like a finely crafted tool gathering dust in a drawer? What then? Imagine a brilliant musician, blessed with perfect pitch and unparalleled technical skill, but paralyzed by stage fright, unable to share their gift with the world. Or a gifted entrepreneur, brimming with innovative ideas, but lacking the courage to take risks, to launch their venture into the unknown. Or even you, with journals full of plans. Are these lives truly fulfilled? What is their value? This brings us to a profound question. Is there something more than just knowing? Is there a spark, a catalyst, that transforms knowledge into action, potential into reality? This is where Mercury's greatest elongation enters the equation, a symbolic opportunity for a fresh start, a chance to leave behind the past, all that you know, and create a new future. This may be the moment you've been waiting for, the cosmic nudge that propels you forward. Think of the sun rising after a long, dark night, painting the sky with vibrant colors, heralding a new day filled with endless possibilities. This is the energy of Mercury's elongation, a radiant dawn breaking through the shadows of doubt and uncertainty. It's like a crashing wave, so you must be ready to surf. But are you ready? Are you ready to embrace this fresh start and step into the life you were meant to live? Or will you remain tethered to the familiar, the comfortable, the safe confines of your existing reality? Consider this. Throughout history, countless individuals have successfully turned their lives around after reaching a breaking point, experiencing a moment of profound realization. It's all part of Mercury's message. Perhaps you will see it, perhaps you will not. Take the story of a formerly homeless person who, after years of addiction and despair, found solace in helping others, dedicating their life to serving the less fortunate, ultimately running a successful business. Or a survivor of childhood trauma who channeled their pain into art, creating breathtaking works that inspire healing and resilience. Or even your neighbor down the street who finally took their advice and started a new business. Each of them are a part of the cosmic message from Mercury. These stories, seemingly disparate, share a common thread: a moment of clarity, a spark of inspiration, a renewed sense of purpose that ignited a transformation. That inspiration is Mercury, and this is where seeing Mercury, both literally in the sky and figuratively in your life, can act as a catalyst, providing the clarity, inspiration, and renewed sense of purpose needed to turn things around. It is all part of a sign. Are you ready to listen? Imagine someone who felt lost and directionless, adrift in a sea of uncertainty, suddenly discovering their calling after witnessing a celestial event, connecting with a mentor, or simply stumbling upon a book that resonated with their soul. Or someone who had a near-death experience and was left with a completely different perspective. All of these examples of change are out there. These are not isolated incidents. Countless individuals are currently experiencing feelings of dissatisfaction, restlessness, and unfulfilled potential, yearning for something more, something deeper, something real. If you are reading this, you are meant to take the next step. It's all part of a sign. Think of Maya, the illusion, and Mercury's influence, and step into a new reality. The greatest illusion is that people can't change, that they are stuck in their ways. Now is the moment to shed that illusion, to break free from the chains of self-doubt and limiting beliefs. Now is the moment to truly begin. Now is the moment. Will you take it? Let's dive deeper into the symbolism of Mercury's elongation as a time of rebirth and renewal. What does this really mean? The process is ancient. Consider the phoenix, a mythical bird that bursts into flames at the end of its life cycle, only to rise again from the ashes, stronger and more vibrant than before. Mercury, in its dance across the sky, mirrors this eternal cycle of death and rebirth, symbolizing the transformative power of letting go of the old to make way for the new. Like a snake shedding its skin, Mercury represents the ability to shed the past and embrace a brighter future. Rebirth is always difficult. Are you ready? This brings us to the concept of metanoia, a transformative change of heart or mind, a profound shift in perspective that alters the course of one's life. The Greeks were always seeking to better themselves. Metanoia is an experience of spiritual conversion. Think of the ancient Greek philosophers who dedicated their lives to the pursuit of wisdom, constantly questioning their assumptions, challenging their beliefs, and striving for a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. Their journey was about metanoia. Mercury's elongation offers a unique opportunity to embrace metanoia, to let go of the past, to forgive ourselves and others, and to create a brighter future for ourselves and the world around us. It offers the chance to truly evolve. But what past should you let go of? What are you holding on to? Now I know what some of you are thinking. Change is scary. What if things don't work out? What if I fail? These are valid concerns, fears that hold many people back from pursuing their dreams. But consider the stories of people who failed many times before finally succeeding. Thomas Edison, for example, famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. The key is to persevere, to learn from our mistakes, and to never give up on our dreams. Those lights are now lighting the way for you. So let's get practical. Here's a practical exercise to help you embrace your new beginning, to harness the power of Mercury's elongation. First, identify and release limiting beliefs or patterns that are holding you back from achieving your full potential. Write a list of your fears, the doubts that whisper in your ear, the limiting beliefs that hold you captive. Then safely burn the list, releasing those fears into the fire, embracing those feelings, but overcoming them with fire. Allow the smoke to carry them away, freeing you to step into a new reality. Next, set clear intentions for what you want to create in your life and to take concrete steps toward manifesting your vision. Write a letter to your future self, detailing your hopes, goals, and plans. Seal it, and promise to open it only when you've achieved those goals. This is a promise to you. Then engage in self-care practices that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. creating a foundation of strength and resilience for the journey ahead. What truly makes you happy? What activities bring you joy, peace, and fulfillment? Listen to music, connect with friends, read books, spend time in nature, and do the things you enjoy. Take time for yourself to recharge your batteries and reconnect with your inner self. Self-care creates alignment. Finally, practice self-compassion and forgiveness, reminding yourself that it's okay to make mistakes and that every day is a new opportunity to begin again. Be kind to yourself, just as you would be kind to a friend. We are all imperfect beings, striving to do our best. Share a story of how you were kind to yourself, how you forgave yourself for a mistake, how you embraced your imperfections. Let your story inspire others. Be open with your truth, and be sure to share your experiences and insights in the comments below, creating a supportive community of fellow travelers on the path to personal transformation. Speak your truth. So let's recap our journey through seeing through illusions, communicating clearly, unlocking hidden potential, aligning our inner and outer worlds, acknowledging personal flaws, connecting with symbols, aligning with Mercury's energy, visually seeing Mercury or not, embracing inner sight and starting anew. Everything connects. By fully embracing this opportunity to see Mercury, both literally and figuratively, we can tap into ancient wisdom, unlock hidden potential, and create a life filled with purpose, passion, and joy. This wasn't just about Mercury, this was about life. But here's the thing, what if the very thing you're trying to shed is the key? What if the weakness you're trying to vanquish is the source of your greatest power? We'll cover this in the next section, as well as discuss a secret tool for enhancing your mind and improving thought. Thank you for joining this journey of self-discovery. If you want more, click here. Thank you, and remember to be awesome. We've explored illusions, sight, and fresh starts, but what about those who are seeking something more? What about those who feel a deep-seated yearning for truth, for meaning, for a connection to something greater than themselves? Are you one of those seekers? People seek answers and guidance in many different ways. Some turn to religion, finding solace and structure in faith. Others look to science, seeking empirical evidence and rational explanations. Still others explore the realms of astrology, tarot, or other esoteric practices, searching for cosmic insights and personal guidance. But how do you know if you're on the right path? Mercury's elongation represents a new opportunity for seekers, a new way to seek truth. Think of it like a treasure hunt map that's been lost and found again, and now everyone can seek. The map exists, the territory is there, but will you step into the world and find your treasure? Are you ready to step into the unknown? Are you ready to shed your preconceptions, challenge your beliefs, and venture beyond the familiar? The answers won't come if you are complacent. Now is the time to decide. Throughout history, seekers have employed a diverse range of methods in their quest for truth. Some have sought it through rigorous scientific experimentation, meticulously testing hypotheses and gathering data. Think about the scientific method and how people seek to test things to understand the fundamental laws of the universe. The Large Hadron Collider is the ultimate seeking device. Others have sought truth through religious devotion, immersing themselves in prayer, meditation, and spiritual practices. Others have sought it through magic, attempting to manipulate the unseen forces of the universe. Still others have sought it through mind-altering substances, seeking to transcend the limitations of ordinary consciousness. People have sought love, even violence. Everyone is on a path. The seeking journey is amplified by Mercury and the opportunity it provides. Imagine a person who was stuck in a dead-end job, feeling unfulfilled and lost. Inspired by Mercury's position in the sky, they decided to take a leap of faith and pursue their passion for art. They enrolled in classes, started creating, and eventually built a successful career as an artist. That could be you. But what fuels this relentless pursuit of truth? What is the underlying motivation that drives us to seek answers, to question assumptions, to explore the unknown? It is all connected. Link feelings of searching to broader issues, such as the search for meaning. Think about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Once our basic needs are met, food, shelter, safety, we begin to yearn for something more. love, belonging, self-esteem, and ultimately, self-actualization. The search for meaning comes as a result of reaching a certain level of development. We seek the pinnacle. All of these journeys, seemingly disparate, are intertwined with the ideas of Maya, illusion, and Mercury's influence. Mercury can shed light on the right direction to seek, helping us to navigate the complexities of life and find our own unique path. The illusion is that one method is better than another. There are merely different paths for different people. But it is a path nonetheless. What if your journey is already decided? Mercury's elongation is a tool. It is a celestial event that can be harnessed to enhance our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Think of it like a compass, guiding us toward our true north, helping us to navigate the complexities of life and find our way home. But to truly understand ourselves, we must confront the concept of the shadow self. The shadow self, as Jung would call it, is that part of our personality that has been repressed, rejected, or disowned. It contains all the qualities and traits that we deem unacceptable or undesirable, the aspects of ourselves that we hide from the world. The shadow self can be found in dreams, and those parts of the dream can lead to personal breakthroughs. Perhaps it is a monster, a villain, a terrifying image. What does that image really mean? What if it's not something to be feared, but something to be embraced? What if it's trying to tell you something crucial about your life? Mercury's elongation provides insight to your path forward, if only one is willing to seek. What are your unique skills? What do you have to offer the world? Perhaps you have a gift for writing, speaking, or creating art. Perhaps you have a talent for problem solving, leadership, or compassion. Whatever it is, embrace it, nurture it, and use it to make a positive impact on the world. People get stuck in life. But is it that people get stuck, or that people give up? What is it that prevents people from finding success? Their inability to look inward. So, what is the real message that Mercury brings? The message is the truth. Now, it's up to you to seek that message and make it work in your life. Think about it. It is easy to become complacent, to settle for mediocrity, to give up on our dreams. But it is also possible to push beyond our comfort zones, to embrace challenges, to pursue our passions with unwavering determination. The real message that Mercury brings is that we have the power to choose our own destiny. So embrace this opportunity to seek new answers, to forge new connections with the world, to step into a new reality where you can embrace all the amazing things in the world. What are some ways you can push past your comfort zone? What fears do you need to overcome? What risks are you willing to take? These are the questions that will guide you on your journey. And be sure to use the new information in your lives for all that you want to accomplish. The Mercury sign is there, and you need to embrace it, detailing what the planets offer and how it plays out. Perhaps you want to start a business, write a book, or travel the world. Whatever it is, use this new information to fuel your ambition and make your dreams a reality. Take chances to look into the world, connect with people, and seek a new reality where you can embrace all the amazing things in the world. How can you connect with others and share your experiences? How can you create a supportive community of like-minded individuals? Now is the time to build bridges, to collaborate, to create something bigger than yourself. Remember the importance of balance, seeking, self-honesty, and helping those in need. You are not alone in that truth, and as long as you seek answers, you will always have the power of change, truth, and a real voice. Mercury will help to make sure that the message is clear and true. And don't forget to share your experiences and insights in the comments below, creating a supportive community of fellow travelers on the path to personal transformation. Your voice matters. Your story can inspire others. Share your truth with the world. This video has touched on a lot of topics, and it's time to take a look back. What key information points from this video will help you get through it all? What important steps are needed to walk into a new path? What insights have resonated with you the most? What actions are you committed to taking? We've seen how Mercury appears and how one can seek meaning in the world with the hopes of improving lives. We've explored the influence of Mercury, the concept of the shadow self, and the importance of embracing our unique skills and talents. we've emphasized the power of choice, the importance of balance, and the need to connect with others and make a positive impact on the world. There's only one thing to do now. It's time to make this information part of your lives. Be amazing, be bold. Be the change you wish to see. But what if all the wisdom of the universe is already inside you? What if seeing Mercury simply unlocks what you've always known? Is it really that easy? We've journeyed far together, acknowledging the seeker within, but let's face it, knowledge alone is not power. It's a map without a destination, a sword without a hand to wield it. Ancient tools can help you become Mercury for real, transforming potential into tangible reality. But how does one even find these tools? Imagine stumbling upon an ancient artifact, a beautifully crafted compass, intricately carved, but with no visible needle. It's undeniably valuable, a relic of a bygone era. But without knowing its true purpose, without understanding how to use it, it's just a pretty object collecting dust. That compass could guide you to unimaginable riches or lead you astray into dangerous territory. It all depends on your understanding. Ancient tools can change your life, unlocking hidden potential and revealing pathways you never knew existed. But here's the thing, these tools come with a cost. This elongation period makes those risks and rewards crystal clear. Are you willing to pay the price? Think of Pandora's box, a beautiful gift filled with untold wonders, but also containing unimaginable horrors. Once opened, both good and evil were unleashed upon the world. The same is true of ancient tools. They offer immense power, but they also carry the potential for great harm. That is why finding them is not enough. So far, we've focused on being the best version of yourself, cultivating inner strength and seeking truth. But here's the question that we must now answer. What does being true to yourself really mean? What if the best version of yourself is still capable of causing immense damage? Consider this. We've seen people follow belief systems and paths for generations, adhering to the tools, knowledge, and rules they've been taught. But some belief systems call for love and compassion, while others call for death to non-believers. The tool itself is neutral. It's the wielder who determines its ultimate purpose. This journey, amplified by Mercury, offers opportunities to unlock a new reality, to reshape your world and the world around you. But here's the catch. These tools must be used for good. The potential for misuse is ever present. Imagine a person with immense charisma and persuasive power. They use their influence to inspire others, to raise money for worthy causes, to effect positive change in their community. But beneath the surface, they are manipulative and self-serving, exploiting others for their own personal gain. They have the power and the will, but lack the ability to see the harm they inflict. Their intentions may be good, but the consequences are devastating. Those feelings of wonder and excitement you're experiencing are a direct result of what's happening with Mercury's help. But it's not enough to simply feel good. You must also act responsibly. That is why we are now embarking on a new journey, a quest to seek truth not just for ourselves, but for the benefit of all. With these tools, you must ensure that you're actually helping others, not just perpetuating harm under the guise of good intentions. How can you truly know the impact of your actions? How can you be sure that you're not contributing to the suffering of others, even unintentionally? All of these journeys, these quests for power and knowledge, are intertwined with the ideas of Maya, illusion, and Mercury's influence. The illusion is that all systems and tools are inherently good, and that the people who create and promote them are inherently righteous. But the truth is far more complex. The illusion is that you are somehow separate from the world around you, that your actions have no impact on others. Mercury helps us to see through this illusion, to recognize the interconnectedness of all things, and to understand the profound responsibility that comes with wielding ancient tools. Power in its truest form comes as a result of properly wielding these tools, of understanding their potential for both good and evil, and of using them with wisdom and compassion. Mercury only helps those who are willing to see the full truth, regardless of where that truth may lead. Are you ready to face the consequences? Think of fire. It provides light and heat, warmth and comfort. but it can also consume everything in its path, leaving behind only ashes and destruction. Fire is a tool, and like all tools, its impact depends on how it's used. So how will you use fire? Now, let's consider the concept of the Übermensch, often translated as Overman or Superman. This idea, popularized by Friedrich Nietzsche, has been interpreted in countless ways, from a call for self-mastery to a justification for ruthless ambition. The rise and fall of various interpretations serve as a cautionary tale. Some have seen the Übermensch as a symbol of individual excellence, a being who transcends conventional morality and creates their own values. Others have twisted the concept to justify oppression and domination, believing that they are somehow superior to others and entitled to rule over them. What do you truly believe? The most important tool is not simply having power, but the ability to use what you have wisely and responsibly. Mercury's elongation allows you to see the potential for greatness within yourself, but it also highlights the immense responsibility that comes with that potential. Mercury is the map to the top of the mountain, but it's on you to make the climb. The journey will be arduous, fraught with challenges and temptations. Are you willing to persevere, even when the path becomes difficult? People often get stuck in life, not because they lack the potential for greatness, but because they focus solely on the climb, neglecting the responsibility that comes with reaching the summit. How can you continue to grow and evolve once you've achieved your goals? How can you stay at the top without becoming complacent or corrupt? But here's the most difficult question. How can good come from terrible events? Even the most horrific tragedies can spark moments of profound compassion, resilience, and innovation. As Mercury reveals the true nature of events, can we focus on the power that emerges from the darkness? What can we learn from these terrible things? Great works of art and music have often emerged from times of great suffering, testaments to the human spirit's ability to find beauty and meaning even in the face of unimaginable pain. Now, what does that tell us about the nature of good and bad? Are they truly distinct and separate, or are they simply two sides of the same coin? Now, let's put your tools to the test. Look at both sides of the equation. Are you helping someone by donating money? Now, are you really helping, or are you enabling them? Are you providing support, or are you perpetuating a cycle of dependency? Don't fear using these tools in your life. All that Mercury helps with is providing that first bit of knowledge, that initial spark of insight. The rest is up to you. What needs to be done? What steps must you take to translate knowledge into action, potential into reality? Consider why the planets are needed and how that plays out in your life. What role do they play in your personal journey? How can you harness their energy to achieve your goals and fulfill your potential? Take all that you know, all that you will come to know, and connect with the reality that comes from that understanding. Connect with a new reality, a world of limitless possibilities, and create something truly amazing. How will you truly connect with all that is? Remember, it's not enough to simply seek power. You must also know how to use it wisely and responsibly. What does Mercury bring to help you on this journey? What insights and guidance does it offer? Remember, the power to change the world lies within you. It's time to step into that power and create a reality that is both meaningful and fulfilling. But how? This video has touched on so many topics because so much is needed to improve lives, find new information, and connect with yourself to build a powerful image. What parts of those images can help to make sure that people improve in life? What steps should you take? We've reviewed all that has happened and all that will. We've explored the power of ancient tools, the risks and rewards of seeking truth, and the importance of using power wisely and responsibly. What journey will you take to make amazing new lives? What challenges will you face? It's time to make these ideas part of your life, to integrate them into your daily routine, and use them to shape your destiny. But there's a catch. Mercury's elongation only lasts for a short time. The window of opportunity is closing. Are you ready to seize it? And what lies beyond the elongation? Is the true test yet to come? We've talked about finding the tools and becoming better versions of ourselves, but here's the thing. Simply wielding ancient tools does not guarantee positive outcomes. Is the quest for Mercury about you, or is it about others? Power without responsibility can be incredibly destructive. Imagine someone inheriting a vast fortune. They could use that wealth to fund groundbreaking research, alleviate poverty, or create opportunities for others. But what if they instead use it to indulge their own whims, surrounding themselves with luxury while ignoring the suffering around them? What if they manipulate others to amass even more wealth, justifying their actions with the belief that they are simply playing the game or acting in the best interest? They may believe their actions are justified, but does the means justify the end? This elongation of Mercury highlights the cost of wielding such tools, forcing us to confront the ethical implications of our actions and decisions. The universe isn't just handing out cosmic power-ups, it's presenting us with a test. Ancient tools may have a hidden price. Think of it like a magic item that grants wishes, but each wish comes with an unforeseen consequence. You wish for wealth, but lose a loved one. You wish for fame, but sacrifice your privacy. What will you wish for? How can we ensure that our pursuit of knowledge and power serves the greater good, rather than fueling our own ego or ambition? Should power be used at all? When does power become overreach? To answer that, let's look at the misuse of power throughout history. Think about the rise and fall of dictators or empires. These individuals or groups often started with noble intentions, promising to bring order, prosperity, or justice to their people. But as their power grew, they became corrupted by it, suppressing dissent, crushing their enemies, and ultimately leading to their own downfall. They believed they were acting in the best interest of their people, but their unchecked authority led to tyranny and oppression. Mercury's current location amplifies the dark energies associated with the misuse of ancient tools. What happens when the bad actions outweigh the good? Consider a person who uses their influence to control others, even with good intentions. Perhaps they believe they know what's best for their loved ones, so they try to manipulate their choices, steering them down a path they deem correct. But in doing so, they stifle their loved one's autonomy, causing resentment and ultimately damaging their relationships. What has been made right with these ancient tools, and what has been broken? How does one take these tools and improve on the dark steps of the past, learning from what has happened? To only see the good in something is to lack the full picture. This is tied to the illusions of Maya and Mercury's influence. The illusion is that good intentions always lead to good outcomes, and that those in positions of power are always acting in the best interest of others. To embrace Mercury is to embrace the full story, the light and the dark. But here's the twist. What if right and wrong aren't as clear-cut as we think? Why is it that all of the paths seem to lead to a similar decision point? Is there truly right and wrong? Even in ancient times, people acknowledged universal morality, even if the reasons and expression changed. Concepts like justice, compassion, and reciprocity were valued across cultures, suggesting a shared understanding of what it means to be a good person. But the specific interpretations of these values varied greatly, leading to conflicts and misunderstandings. Think about the concept of karma. Karma has many expressions, interpretations, and connections to Mercury's overall themes: wisdom, communication, travel, and all else. Is all truly balanced? In Taoism, karma is seen as a natural consequence of our actions, a ripple effect that shapes our destiny. In Buddhism, karma is a complex system of cause and effect, where our thoughts, words, and deeds create imprints on our consciousness, influencing our future experiences. In Hinduism, karma is intertwined with the concept of reincarnation, where our actions in this life determine our fate in the next. How does one remain humble with such power? Where do we find true strength? Mercury wants you to succeed, but not at the expense of others. Power with responsibility. But now I know what some of you are thinking. All of this sounds good in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? Is it really possible to stay humble when you have so much power? The true meaning of all of this is that Mercury connects to all these systems and myths to make you the best you can be. What must be done? The message is balance. To have power, you need humility. It's about recognizing that you are not inherently superior to others and that your success depends on the contributions and support of those around you. With all this power, with all of this, is it possible to be better? What steps can you take? Always embrace humility. To start on your journey to succeed and reach the ultimate path, then take these tools and use them to connect, seek, and improve the new world for all. Even if your life is hard, can you still make the world better for someone else? What happens if the tools connect properly? Think of Malala Yousafzai, who, despite facing immense adversity and violence, used her voice to advocate for girls' education, inspiring millions around the world. Or Nelson Mandela, who, after decades of imprisonment, emerged as a symbol of forgiveness, reconciliation, and social justice. Embrace the path to power by following, connecting, and seeing the world for what it is. In what ways are you better today than yesterday? What will you do tomorrow? Embrace balance, love, and truth, and share the word as a means of empowering and connecting people to their true and hidden potential. Mercury will make you the best you can be. Now share that power with all. What does it really mean? What do the planets offer as far as power Mercury can offer the world? We've touched on a lot with all that has been built in this video. Can these steps lead to change? Take time to embrace the new journey. Review this video and all of the key facts about what can be done, as we have touched on a lot with all that has been built in this video. Take time to embrace the new journey. We've explored all that has happened and all that will. We've reviewed all that improves lives, the power that can be earned, what all of this can bring to life, and how one can truly learn from the past, connect with the self, and improve and connect with the truth to make life amazing. What does Mercury do to the planets? There's only one thing to do now: live your journey and build it, and make all connections possible. Thank you. Thank you to all that are watching. To find more amazing videos, click here. Mercury can offer the world. Share your power and show the world. And remember, the journey has just begun. What challenges will you face, and what revelations await you? So you've gained power, you've tapped into ancient wisdom, and you are becoming the best version of yourself. But have you stopped to consider who really benefits from your transformation? Does your success come at someone else's expense? Have you risen by lifting others or by stepping on them? Imagine a young entrepreneur, driven and ambitious, who builds a wildly successful company. They create jobs, innovate new products, and generate wealth for themselves and their investors. But what if their success is built on exploiting cheap labor overseas, polluting the environment, or engaging in cutthroat business practices that crush their competitors? Are they really a success if their actions cause harm to others? Mercury's elongation acts as a mirror, reflecting back not just our potential for greatness, but also the potential consequences of our actions. Now is the time to look at how Mercury can hurt. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of personal growth and achievement, but we must also be mindful of the impact we have on the world around us. This isn't about judging ourselves harshly, but about taking responsibility for our actions and striving to create a more just and equitable world. As you step into your power, who are you lifting up, and who are you leaving behind? Is all that glitters truly gold? Now that you are on top, are you reaching back to help others climb with you? Or are you content to bask in your own glory, oblivious to the struggles of those below? History is filled with examples of success that came at a terrible cost. Think about the Industrial Revolution, a period of unprecedented technological advancement and economic growth. But this progress was built on the backs of exploited workers who toiled in dangerous conditions for long hours and low wages. The wars have also led to innovations, but at the cost of lives and resources. Was it worth it? Did the benefits outweigh the human cost? There is a dark side to Mercury, a shadow that often goes unacknowledged. The reality is that wielding power, even with good intentions, can have unintended consequences. It's important to constantly check yourself, to examine the impact you are having on others, and to be willing to adjust your course if necessary. Acknowledge that all people are simply doing their best with the knowledge and resources they have available to them. This doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but it does allow us to approach it with compassion and understanding. share a true story of a charismatic leader who inspired millions but also led them down a destructive path. What lessons were learned? What could have been done differently? What price was paid? These mistakes are not confined to the past. They continue to plague us in modern times. Every action we take has the potential to help some and harm others. By supporting one group, are you accidentally harming another? Are you inadvertently perpetuating systems of inequality? These are difficult questions, but they are essential to consider if we want to create a more just and sustainable world. Is it possible to truly do good, or are we forever trapped in a cycle of unintended consequences? This is where the concept of Maya, or illusion, comes into play. Mercury's influence can create the illusion that all is good and right, when in fact our actions have a negative effect too. The illusion is that there is a right answer, a perfect solution that will benefit everyone. But sometimes, the right thing for one person is the wrong thing for another. It's all a matter of perspective. So how can we navigate this complex terrain? By seeing what is truly there, by acknowledging the full spectrum of consequences, how can we use our knowledge and power to make better decisions? Is good truly good? Is it possible to create a world where everyone benefits, or are we destined to always have winners and losers? The key lies in what has been called enlightened self-interest. This is the understanding that what benefits others ultimately benefits you. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and acting in ways that promote the well-being of the whole. It connects to the power of love and human connection. It means thinking beyond our own immediate needs and desires and considering the long-term impact of our actions on the planet and its inhabitants. If you are kind to someone, they are more likely to be kind to you, even if it's not immediate. If you support your community will support you. It's a simple principle, but it has the power to transform the world. This applies directly to Mercury. With this knowledge, you gain the power to shine and improve as a person, which in turn improves the world, offering true good that won't lead to bad. It all comes down to a basic concept: treat others as you wish to be treated, so treat them well. Respect their dignity, honor their humanity, and strive to create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This all sounds great, but what about my own needs? Don't I deserve to focus on improving my own life? Of course, you do. Self-care is essential, but it's not an either-or proposition. You can't pour from an empty cup. You must focus on both to truly embrace the way. You can improve your own life and make a positive impact on the world at the same time. Acknowledge you will make mistakes. Forgive yourself and move on. That's the true message of Mercury. The first step is to simply connect. Reach out to someone you don't know. Connect with a stranger and make a new friend. You never know what will come of it. It's a small act, but it can have a ripple effect, creating new connections and fostering a sense of community. The idea is that the viewers will use this new knowledge to improve lives by connecting. I know you will step up to the plate with these new powers and do all that you can with all that will come from that. Do all that you can, and the world will begin to open to a better place. This will make the world a better place. This shift makes the world an amazing new place as everything continues to connect and open to new doorways. Embrace all with an open heart. Allow for Mercury's energy to fully connect by improving lives all at once, and connect with new amazing people. Mercury is not only the key, but is also the door and the answer. To embrace this truth is to finally embrace life, improve all, make connections with love, and become the best version of yourself inside and out. Acknowledge the help that has been given along this journey. Thank all for every aspect. This video has explored so many things, as Mercury has to offer so much and all that he wants to give. You now have the power of all of it, and what is there to fear with this? Nothing. Connect these points to Mercury's themes and see the web that begins to unfold. You are improving lives, earning power, connecting with the planets, and coming into a new connection with the truth to build all, love all, and connect all with the new planets that you all now have the powers to see. As it all comes together, the love and the truth is all to hold. You are amazing, you are awesome, you have the power, and now be the change you wish to see. Thank you, you are loved. Talk about how Mercury connects to all by living it. There's only one thing to do now. Farewell and be all that you can be, and thank you. It's all you, make all amazing. There is only amazing to see. But what awaits in the next section? What practical tools will we learn to harness this transformative energy? You've absorbed the wisdom, navigated the cosmic currents, and felt the surge of Mercury's energy. But here's the ultimate question. Are you really ready? Or have you simply become a connoisseur of spiritual concepts, admiring them from afar without truly integrating them into your being? It's time for the mirror test, the moment of truth. Can you prove that you've truly become Mercury? Imagine a blacksmith forging a sword. They heat the metal, hammer it into shape, and quench it in water. But the true test comes when the sword is used in battle. Will it hold its edge? Will it shatter under pressure? Similarly, the lessons of Mercury's elongation are not just about intellectual understanding. They're about practical application, about embodying the qualities of the messenger god in your daily life. Can you withstand the forge? Can you prove that you have become Mercury, the swift-footed messenger of the gods, the master of communication, the weaver of connections? If so, how? What concrete steps can you take to prove it to yourself and to the world? Has this knowledge truly translated into tangible results? Or is it just another shiny concept gathering dust on the shelves of your mind? It's time to put theory into practice. The integration of these lessons manifests as tangible changes in your life, across every domain. It's not enough to simply know the truth. You must live it. For example, have your relationships deepened, characterized by clearer communication and deeper empathy? Are you now able to navigate difficult conversations with grace and skill, resolving conflicts and building stronger bonds? Or are you still struggling with misunderstandings, arguments, and feeling unheard? Consider your career. Has this journey led you toward a more fulfilling path, aligned with your true purpose? Have you discovered new talents and abilities that you never knew you possessed? Are you now able to articulate your ideas with clarity and conviction, inspiring others to follow your lead? Or are you still feeling stuck in a dead-end job, longing for something more meaningful? What really happens when you connect with these points? How does Mercury feel? Is it a rush of energy, a sense of clarity, a feeling of being connected to something greater than yourself? Do you now possess quicker thinking, better articulation, and a clearer memory? Are you able to process information more efficiently, make decisions more effectively, and adapt to changing circumstances with greater ease? If not, it's time to dig deeper and explore what's holding you back. Think of Hermes, the Greek equivalent of Mercury, using his winged sandals to traverse the realms, delivering messages between gods and mortals. Think of Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom, using his ibis head to symbolize knowledge and his role as a scribe. What would it look like for you to use these symbols to find your own path in life? How can you use your newfound knowledge to serve others, to bridge divides, and to create a more harmonious world? The illusion, the Maya, is that results don't matter, that intent is enough. The illusion is, I'm a good person, so it doesn't matter if I'm not successful, I'm still worthy. But the truth is that your actions have consequences, both for yourself and for others. It's not enough to simply intend to do good. You must actually do good, and the results will speak for themselves. This transformation is akin to the alchemist's pursuit of the philosopher's stone, that legendary substance capable of transmuting base metals into gold. In this context, the base metals represent your limitations, your fears, your insecurities, and the gold represents your fully realized potential, your ability to create a life of purpose, passion, and abundance. Can this Mercury transformation truly make you successful in any area of your choosing? Have you connected with Mercury or not? What really matters? What parts of your life haven't been improved? Are you still struggling with fear, doubt, and insecurity? Are you still holding onto limiting beliefs that are preventing you from reaching your full potential? It's time to confront these challenges head-on and to embrace the transformative power of Mercury. This process of personal transformation is akin to the alchemical process of transmuting base metals into gold. Alchemy isn't simply about changing lead into gold. It's about changing yourself from the inside out. Did you connect with Mercury or not? What really matters? What aspects of yourself were lead, and what aspects are now becoming gold? The power of Mercury reveals the ability to lead, to make money, to love, to connect, and so much more. The ability to communicate effectively, to inspire others, to create opportunities, to build wealth, to foster love and connection, these are the gifts of Mercury, but they are not simply handed to you. You must cultivate them, hone them, and use them for the greater good. If not, they will remain dormant, like seeds that never sprout. Now I know what some of you are thinking. To believe in this requires action. What do you really want out of life? That's what matters now. And you're right, it does require action. It requires a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone, to challenge your limiting beliefs, and to embrace the unknown. But the rewards are well worth the effort. Is the work you're doing just for you? What have you done to improve the lives of others? Can all of your friends and family say that you are a positive force in their lives? If not, it's time to reevaluate your priorities and to shift your focus towards serving others. Remember, true success is not just about what you achieve for yourself. It's about what you contribute to the world. Here's your final exercise. Test what you've learned. Does it actually work? In what way can you express this power today? This is it. Write down all that you want and make it a goal, and make that true now. If it's there, the next step is all but set to happen. What concrete action can you take today to embody the qualities of Mercury? Embrace everything as a result of this. All must know the way, and as we learn this, we connect and become amazing. What new changes are coming? Use this time to build bridges with those who may have caused you pain. Set aside differences. Now it's time to make it work. The potential to become the change is there. The keys are there. With Mercury's power, what will come to pass? Make sure to give all the skills to make what you want to become the real version of your life. Connect with others in kind and true ways to make all feel that it has come in, that it is safe, and to have love and connection. The potential has always been there, and that now all are aware. What now do you want to make a real and kind truth? It's your chance to come out and be the new Mercury. All the planets, all the people, all the new amazing people can connect with you as the kindness and potential will reach them so that all get the love to build this world true. Share all as you improve it. Share the potential as it unfolds, and be kind and true in the comments for those that are reaching out and need kindness to come on and see the kindness as it gets there. The time for holding back is over. The time for embodying your full potential is now. As a final recap of all the points and powers, connect what can become if people take the leap and touch into all that is true and make all come forward to embrace. As the planet now shines, the world is ready to follow the lead, and with all of it, there is more to behold, learn, connect, and become. The powers are here for all to see and behold the connection with all. Mercury brought wisdom, communication, and connection, and he will continue to bring those gifts to those who embrace his energy. As the planet now shines, the world is ready to follow the lead, and with all of it, there is more to behold, learn, connect, and become. Thank you. Now connect with the new people, places, and worlds. You are the new planets, you are the new Mercury, you are also welcome, also kind, and also loved. You are it. The time, the worlds, it's all you. Thank you. The time has come to put your knowledge into action, to embrace your full potential, and to become the messenger of your own destiny. What awaits you in the final section? It's time to come to terms with reality. You've unlocked the codes, deciphered the symbols, and felt the resonance of Mercury's call. But now comes the pivotal moment. Now that you know what's possible, will you choose to become it? It's like possessing the blueprints to a magnificent castle, the knowledge of every stone and archway, yet remaining content to live in a shack. The potential is there, blazing before you. The only question that remains is, will you step into it? Imagine a brilliant musician who has mastered every technique, every scale, every nuance of their instrument. They possess the skill to move audiences to tears, to create symphonies of the soul. Yet, they choose to play only simple tunes, afraid to unleash the full power of their gift. That, my friend, is the tragedy of unrealized potential. You now stand at the threshold of that potential. This is it, the culmination of our journey together. We've explored the hidden facets of Mercury, uncovered ancient wisdom, and revealed the transformative power of this celestial alignment. But all of this knowledge is worthless unless you choose to embody it, to become the living expression of Mercury's essence. Now, it is time for the test. Now to step onto the stage bathed in light, to fully embrace the multifaceted being you were always meant to be. It's a grand entrance, a moment of destiny, but some will remain behind the curtain, peering out, forever spectators. Are you ready to step into the spotlight? Are you truly ready to connect with the profound wisdom that lies within you, to become the clear communicator, the insightful thinker, the masterful weaver of connections that you are capable of being? Even with all the steps laid out before you, with the cosmic forces aligned in your favor, it is ultimately your choice to embark on this journey. This is the moment of truth. But what if, despite your best intentions, obstacles arise? What if old habits, limiting beliefs, or external circumstances conspire to derail your progress? Knowing isn't enough because life throws curveballs. How many people know they need to exercise, eat healthy, or pursue their passions, yet remain stuck in patterns of self-sabotage? Think about it. You might have the best intentions to connect with Mercury's energy, to embrace clarity and wisdom. But then, a sudden illness strikes, a job loss throws your life into chaos, or a relationship crisis consumes your energy. These are the storms that test our resolve, the trials that separate those who merely dabble in spirituality from those who truly embody it. What if you want to connect, but grief gets in the way, or a family emergency? It's important to hold fast to the best version of yourself. How does one truly fight to stay on the illuminated path? It's like trying to navigate a ship through a storm. The compass points true north, but the waves are crashing, the wind is howling, and the darkness is disorienting. It requires unwavering focus, relentless effort, and an unshakable belief in your ability to weather the storm. This isn't just about mastering esoteric concepts. It's about real-world resilience. The planets have aligned, the energies are flowing, the opportunity is here. But are you ready to seize it, even when the winds of adversity are blowing against you? It is there, but is it really there? It's an external force, yes, offering assistance and amplification. But it's also a reflection of the potential that resides within you, the spark of divinity that yearns to be ignited. This alignment is like a cosmic bellows, fanning the embers of your soul, giving you the opportunity to burst into flames. We must address Maya, the illusion. To only see the beauty in something, without acknowledging the shadows, is to remain tethered to illusion. To truly connect with Maya, to understand its deceptive nature, is to unlock its true power. The planets want us to see the true world so we can take the necessary steps. The illusion is that the path will be smooth, that success will come easily, and that nothing will ever stand in your way. That's simply not true. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. It is how you respond to these challenges, how you learn from your mistakes, and how you persevere through adversity that truly defines you. Consider the great symbolism of Mercury's elongation. The planets, the sun, this seemingly insignificant rock orbiting in its path. Yet it plays a crucial role in the cosmic dance, connecting us to realms of wisdom and understanding. In the same way, the seemingly small details of your life, the daily choices you make, the connections you forge, all contribute to the grand tapestry of your destiny. So how will you improve? With the planets aligned, with the sun illuminating the path, the opportunity for profound connection is undeniably here. The key is forged, the door is unlocked, but it is up to you to step through it. Are you ready to transform that key into a world-changing connection? Let's reconnect with what Mercury truly represents, not just a planet, not just a mythological figure, but a gateway to clarity, communication, and connection. Each and every one of you possesses the potential to improve your life, to become a force for good in the world, to leave a lasting legacy that echoes through eternity. But it all begins with a choice. The planet merely provides the map. You must chart the course. Make sure that you embrace all that can be had and share it with kindness. embrace the clarity, harness the wisdom, and extend a hand to those who are still searching for their own path. But it requires action, consistent and unwavering. Are you ready to be the change? Remember, this video, this journey we've embarked on together, is just one step of many. What steps will you take to cultivate that spark, to nurture it, and to allow it to grow into a roaring flame? Now connect it all as something new comes along. Is Mercury now a part of you? Are you ready to be reborn? No amount of wishing, no amount of believing can substitute for action. It is time to rise to the occasion, to step into your power, and to become the living embodiment of Mercury's transformative energy. The change starts now, but some of you may still be wondering, how do I use all of this? How do I translate these abstract concepts into tangible results? The answer is simple. Use your gifts to improve the lives of others, to create a more kind, compassionate, and truthful world. To truly embrace that is what all in this video needs to connect and become with all, to connect, have love, and to embrace power. Now that we've explored the depths of Mercury's wisdom, it's time for you to embrace your true self, to align with the energies, and to radiate kindness and truth into the world. Let's connect all, as the time for talk is done. Is it now time to become who to be? It always has been. Now we just need all to know all, as the kindness will get you there, as we embrace this as all. This journey, this moment, has been leading you to make this choice. Come into the light, wield that power, extend that love, and know deep in your heart that you are not alone. Embrace your new powers. So we have the people, the planets, the power, and the love. Just remember that it's all you that we are here for. Embrace and love the new key. Embrace the chance to create new realities, new paradigms of kindness and connection. What great chance can that be? A chance to heal old wounds, to forgive past transgressions, to build bridges where there were once walls. You have the power to create ripples of positive change that extend far beyond your own life. Know all come to you. Connect, embrace, love. Be with yourself, the people, the kindness is waiting and now is always there, and all we are is here. You have all the tools, the knowledge, and the support you need to create a life of purpose, passion, and abundance. There is always more to learn, more to discover, more to become. This is just the beginning. To reach out with love, with kindness, and make this new journey. The people that will say what you need, what will show how to hold all to be a way that love and power make great life. What will you do with your new world? Tell each what you want to have, and make sure you know we see you, are with you, and share with you always the way the truth lets you come into a new world of Mercury. To reach out and connect with others who resonate with your vision, to create a community of lightworkers who are dedicated to making the world a better place. Mercury wants to be on the world. Wow, what a story this was, what a power this shows, as each come and be kind and here, to share all and show and bold what kindness can do. As the planet now shines, the world is ready to follow the lead, and with all of it, there is more to behold, learn, connect, and become. Make the most of your new planets to come, share what can be, to tell a new world here, but is on you to use all that the powers has to be, to know how to work all power is how to share it, how to be there and what will show on what is. Embrace all that you are. With all it power with you, and all the tools in the world it will now be to come to what makes one all you, and share that with all. Love is a key to what is, embrace it. The love and the help is all great to show and see. Come with me as the world shows to be all that you can be, as new power, love, and all that's given has come to show how the kindness will always, always have the best journey. It's now to see the next way and show the way, a brand new, kind, and true way is all for you. Just embrace Mercury, but there's something even more profound waiting for you, a revelation that could shift your entire perception of reality. Are you ready to face the ultimate truth? You now possess the key, you understand the map, but here's the thing, knowledge alone is not enough. Even with the power of Mercury's wisdom at your fingertips, you still face the fundamental choice, to act or not to act. Is reaching this point truly enough? Think of a bright, young graduate beaming with pride as they receive their hard-earned degree in engineering. They possess the knowledge, the skills, the potential to build bridges, design skyscrapers, and shape the future. But instead, they decide to pursue a career as a landscape artist. There's nothing wrong with that path, but the power to become something extraordinary within their chosen field was there, blazing brightly, yet they chose a different direction. Do you see the analogy? You've reached a similar fork in the road. Mercury's greatest elongation isn't just a celestial event. It's a cosmic invitation to step into your full potential as a messenger, a communicator, a force for positive change. It requires embracing the responsibility of choice, the understanding that you are the one who must translate knowledge into action. This may be your final chance to seize this moment. Time is fleeting, the planets have aligned, the knowledge is yours. The question now is this: will you embrace the power of choice and actively shape your destiny as a force for good in the world? It's all on you now. Will you rise to the occasion? But what happens when opportunities are missed, when potential remains unfulfilled, when the power of choice is ignored? The consequences are real: regret, stagnation, a gnawing sense of unfulfilled purpose. The time to act is now. Think about the countless individuals who dream of writing a novel, starting a business, or pursuing a passion, yet allow fear, doubt, or inertia to hold them back. They may find happiness in other areas of their lives, but what extraordinary heights could they have reached? What impact could they have made, had they embraced the moment and taken that leap of faith? Do you want to be one of them? Mercury, in its position during greatest elongation, allows you to see something, to feel something. It's a heightened sense of clarity, a surge of intuitive insight. But what happens if that clarity is ignored, that insight dismissed? What if the power of now is squandered? Do you feel that true power now? Have you ever felt that jolt of inspiration, that undeniable nudge to pursue a certain path, only to talk yourself out of it, to let fear or practicality dictate your choices? What does true power feel like? Have you felt it building in recent weeks? How will you embrace it and step into the light to discover a kinder, truer road? Remember Maya, the illusion. The illusion that one can live a fulfilling, impactful life without ever fully stepping up to the plate, without ever embracing their potential, without ever taking a risk. This illusion, perpetuated by fear and complacency, is the greatest obstacle to personal growth. It says that one can live a great life without fully trying. But is that even possible? You can't live your best life without fully trying. How are you going to address Maya on this journey? The truth is that I could have done it if I'd tried. How many people utter those words on their deathbeds, filled with regret for the chances they didn't take, the dreams they didn't pursue? So why didn't you? Why didn't they? Don't let that be your story. But here's the twist. Like other great mythological figures, Mercury didn't merely exist. He acted. He changed things. He made connections. Mercury isn't calling you to passively receive wisdom. He's calling you to act upon it. What action will you take today? What will you make happen today? What kindness will you extend? What connection will you forge? What truth will you speak? It all has to come in true, and now great and now kind, as what has now come. All love and has all the key to be with you. What is truly amazing is seeing the potential that lives inside you. The true meaning of all of this isn't just about self-improvement. It's about empowering others. It's about using your newfound clarity, your enhanced communication skills, to uplift those around you, to inspire them to embrace their own potential. Make sure all can know what love is, and that you love all. Show what is with you. Be to always improve lives. All has come for you, and all be so kind, and all that does get you too. Show the potential and power. Why should this be the way I'm supposed to be? No one can tell me what to do. These are valid objections. The you that you are is the best choice, but only if you choose to make it true. Connect and know that the power to use Mercury's greatest elongation is something special. But the truth is, the power of Mercury isn't about telling you what to do. It's about empowering you to become who you are truly meant to be. What will make the greatest day shine true? The planet shines a new way and the answers come to you, and with it, what can make you improve by getting to make all so true? Mercury has found the path and will improve all. Just remember that. So now, take a breath. With the planet's greatest elongation at your fingertips, the moment to act has come. You are ready now to show great and kind what shines with you and what has come to this day. Show what power is and come find it with you. The time for power is now, with all you may want. show a key you want to build with is what can come with you to share kindness and true. Come and connect what you are and be there with you and make kind for you to show kindness with the great you. What could that be? The greatest power shines on you. Come and feel what it shares with all. Give all a new and kind friend with you. What a joy, the chance to behold. Just keep this close. What helps to see this and all this time, and now it is all right here with you, to build the way, the life, the new you and true. The light now shines right on you. What new great joy will soon be shown with you. Remember, embrace that gift, to come back to you, tell to you what is here, and now it is time to come through. Live all the right and great words you say with all this time. It shines all the way. Come bold, come right, come share what is given. Just do you to always and forever hold that key. Hold it now and share all that can be. Embrace the power. And please, after this video, take some time to share what you've learned. Share what you did with all the great new light you have shown. It's time. What a kind word is what we show. All has come to take and be here to embrace with it. Now it's key to come back to you. To show you are kind, to make each be as what all wants. It's time now to embrace and know you are great and so here. You are now ready to start, and what has been there will now grow for all with you. So all are to make it so is here, as this great new door will shine and show, see the path come true. See the worlds love you. Embrace the you has now to make a key, as we all do say, farewell but the path to see. But that key is to always be you. So with power great to share, the end makes it all new, and that's how we will start with the next thing. But remember, you're just getting started. As we reach the end of this exploration of Mercury's greatest elongation, a journey through ancient wisdom and the hidden corners of our own potential, what has truly shifted for you? What new visions do you now see? So, what does this all mean for you, now that we've reached the end of this journey, with Mercury having danced across the sky, gifting us with its fleeting, yet potent presence? Has a new light been lit? Throughout this journey, from Maya's illusions to the practical application of newfound clarity, we've seen how the power of Mercury, of true communication, can unlock hidden potential. It's not simply about knowing facts or understanding astrological charts. It's about translating that knowledge into a brighter, more authentic life, a life of true seeing. Think of this elongation not just as an astronomical event, but as a cosmic tuning fork, aligning your inner self with the frequency of clear communication and authentic expression. Can you feel the resonance, the potential for a clear, kinder, truer you? If it has been hard for you to feel and see the truth along the way, if shadows of doubt or fear have lingered, remember that this is a sign of profound growth. If you truly want the light, the darkness must be challenged. To become someone you are not is what has made you come so far. It is to know the light, we all must see the shadows. And now let's broaden our vision, seeing beyond the individual. Just as Mercury has been revered by civilizations for millennia, as Hermes to the Greeks, Thoth to the Egyptians, a bringer of knowledge and wisdom, so too can we draw upon this timeless wellspring of insight to navigate our own lives and contribute to a more enlightened world. Like our ancestors who looked to the stars for guidance, we too can harness the wisdom of the cosmos to create a more enlightened future for all. This isn't just about seeing a planet, it's about expanding your perception of what's possible and your role in shaping reality. It's about realizing that the messenger, the conduit of clear communication, resides within each of us. As you move forward, remember that you have the power to create a life filled with clarity, purpose, and joy. You now hold the key to see more clearly, to communicate more effectively, and to live more authentically. It's time for you to take that key. Embrace the unknown with an open heart, trust your intuition, and never stop seeking the light within. The path ahead may be winding, but you have the inner compass to guide you, the inner voice to trust. Now go show all what to do. It all shines with love and power. It is all there to come and see. Be bold, be great, be kind. So what new step should be made? What new path should be shown? How will the world see your true greatness? Thank you to you and you. Please reach out so we can become bold. We love seeing how that new world gets built and what has become so clear. And kind as is what all has now. Now reach for kindness and show your bold power as you build your new world. Until next time, shine on And remember, the messenger is within you. You are loved.